You all must have heard I'm a real nerd. People say I'm a fool, but they never got the news that I'm a fire one. Oh yeah, I'm a fire one. You better turn it up, better keep the channel down, cause you're watching Vilemike and his real wild child. Oh yeah, I'm a fire one. You better turn it up, better keep the channel down, cause you're watching Vilemike and his real wild child.
What a boomer, because Vilemike didn't say howdy, folks, and we're live. Yeah, he's a boomer, people. In case you didn't hear that, he said howdy, folks, I'm eating pizza.
Can you hear me?
Yes, his microphone is still messing up, people. So that's why you cannot hear it right now.
Yes.
Because occasionally over here was, can we hear me? And yet. So yeah, Mike, you are having some microphone problems right now. And cuppa, bird. And hello, people. And good morning, Jordan. Sorry, I've only had 2 cups of coffee. I am not fully awake yet. Oh.
Can I be heard at all? Because my signal looks like it just crapped out entirely.
What? I'm just kidding. I heard every single word you said that time. Whatever you did,
all right.
Do not touch anything.
No.
No, I am just the weirdo. See the titles? Vilemike, the viral one.
About the name of the show.
Yes, we are still having problems with this microphone. Yeah, he said he was going to try to plug it in, but he couldn't find his other cord. So we're not sure if we're going to have a robotic Vilemike talking this morning or a sporadic Vilemike talking this morning. So which one is it, robotic or sporadic? And whatever you did, your icon just flashed. So, well, in the meantime, how the hell is everybody on this Sunday morning on the 5th? And what the hell did you just do? Your icon just got larger, man. It's like zoomed in. Yeah, what the hell was that? Are you messing with some new stuff here that StreamYard has? Tell me how you're doing that, man. I like how you zoomed in.
No, that's my normal. That's my OBS.
Oh, okay.
That's the virtual camera.
Gotcha.
I was turning it on and off, seeing if that would help something. Then you said something, and I thought it would be funny.
It actually is helping your sound, man.
But I don't know why my signal is just all over the place. It's just, and it wasn't doing it until right as I started. Literally, like as I hit the button. I don't understand. Oh, Richie wants to know where you're coming from. What part of the world are you at today?
I am still on Earth.
Well, yes, he wants to know what part of the Earth are you on?
Oh, I'm in North America, in a city that's 7x7, 48.6 square miles. We're on county and city.
Well, by tracking his IP address, I can tell you he's exactly at the coordinates following.
Don't pull a deed. Do not pull a deed.
I'm kidding. I wouldn't actually do that. Plus, I don't think this computer could handle doing something like that.
Yeah, do not pull a deed. That freaked me out when I was in Hawaii.
But I was going to say, what's funny about the, I named this stream last week because I went ahead and set it up last week. And the funny thing is we ended up not going to the daddy-daughter dance.
Why didn't you change the title?
Because I'm lazy.
Okay.
I didn't even realize I screwed up and put the wrong time on it, and no one told me until 20 minutes before the stream started. I had to setting up for 8 o'clock tonight. But what happened was they, modern technology and all, they didn't allow you to buy tickets at the school or anything. You had to buy them online, right? So I was waiting for my 13-year-old to figure out if she actually wanted to go or not, because my 12-year-old did. And by the time my 13-year-old said, yeah, screw it, I don't really want to go, I went to try to buy the tickets, and they were sold out. So we ended up not going, and I just ended up taking all the younger kids to Olive Garden because it was the only restaurant they could agree on.
Wow, nobody agreed on McDonald's or Wendy's or Chuck E. Cheese pizza?
No, because one of them hates McDonald's. The other one, two of them like McDonald's. Well, one of them loves McDonald's. One of them hates McDonald's, and one of them is like, I don't care. And how you doing, you bet? So, very fun day. Best part about it was my 13-year-old did not have any clothes to wear to Olive Garden. She only had her jeans that are ripped up all to hell. So I had to buy new clothes, or at least a new pair of pants for her. Because, going to school with ripped up pants makes you look cool. Going to Olive Garden with ripped up pants makes you look stupid.
Yeah, kind of weird that way. It's like taking a picture of somebody on the street. It's less creepier the more expensive camera you have.
How would you know that?
Because I'm a photographer.
No, I just think that you're just going around taking pictures of random people because you're a creep. No, because you're a weirdo.
No, I take pictures of scenery, not people. I have a hard time photographing people.
Yeah, Richie, I pull the dad joke all the time when I see somebody wearing ripped up jeans or ripped up pants at one of my stores. I'll sometimes, just to entertain myself, I'll walk up to them, tap them on the shoulder and say, I don't mean to embarrass you, but you have a hole in your pants. Then they look down and laugh because they've got all these holes on their pants, and they're like, oh, okay, I get it.
And I remember in high school, the cut pants by the knees were a trend, and stores are selling them extra cut and torn. I'm like, why would you pay $40 for a pair of jeans when you can do it yourself?
Yeah. And I don't understand that at all, Richie. Even when wearing jeans that had holes in them was cool when I was a kid. And even back then, I was like, that's stupid. I don't understand it. I'm like, if you really want to have holes in your jeans, wear them for a long time. Go skin your legs or skin your knees, stuff like that.
Exactly, Jordan.
Don't sit on the couch on your phone all day. Yeah, I can understand that, Jordan. Especially one of my kids can actually stitch and sew and stuff. She could easily make the holes herself, reinforce them so they don't get larger. But no.
Hey, I learned how to cook sew in high school called home ec.
Well, I had a choice back in the day of either taking home ec or auto body.
Yeah, me too. I chose home ec. I'm like, well, how often am I going to work on a car compared to work in the kitchen? Well, I need to know how to cook and sew, so hell. Besides, I was the only guy in there.
I took auto body only because it counted as math credits, whereas home ec only accounted as an elective credit.
Home ec counted as a health credit for me.
Oh yeah.
PE
I would
home ec.
I would have to say wearing your pants so low that your underwear is showing is probably worse, especially if you have holes or skid marks in your underwear and you're just showing them off, which I have seen at my store.
Yeah, this is great invention. They call suspenders.
And yeah, Bird, I don't really consider Olive Garden a fancy place either, but it's at least a sit-down restaurant as opposed to fast food. And Jordan says he learned all his cooking himself, which is probably why his kids are starving.
Boil water? What am I, a chemist?
God, and Bird goes, same level as TGI Fridays around here. I have not been to a TGI Fridays in probably 20 years, if not longer.
The last time I went to TGI Fridays is when I went to Dave & Buster's. That's when I lived in North County. I'm like, holy shit, that was a long time ago.
Yeah, I wouldn't take the kids to Dave & Buster's only because they'd all want to play games, and that would cost me even more money.
Yeah, it's more expensive than Chuck E. Cheese. And they both have alcohol, they both have pizza, they both have burgers.
And Richie goes, at least these idiots are wearing underwear. Well, if you're wearing underwear that has skid marks on it and people can see the skid marks, is it really better? I don't know.
You're wearing underwear.
I mean, when you're walking around and you see someone.
I was going to say, if you have underwear and you got skid marks, you're one dirty motherfucker. Wipe your ass. You shouldn't have skid marks in your underwear if you don't wipe your ass properly.
Richie's saying that TJ went a bit out of business around here more than a decade ago. I don't know if they went out of business around here. Let me check. I knew there was where one was, but I don't know if it's still there, to be honest.
Oh, by the way, if anybody is still trying to get on that Star Trek cruise, you're out of luck because the ticket have already been issued, and I did not qualify for the randomness. There's like about 30 extra tickets that have a random drawing, and so you can actually purchase tickets if your name was qualified. If your name was drawn, my name was not drawn, so there's no one going on the Star Trek cruise. So if you guys are actually interested in that and you didn't get an email notification yesterday, well, you're not going.
Sorry, I'm looking up where they are, and wow, yeah, both the ones in San Diego apparently are permanently closed. Ironically, there's two here in Tijuana. That one's closed.
I could, Bert. I know she's going to be on the cruise, and so is Ricardo.
Yeah, it looks like I'd have to go to Los Angeles. All the ones in San Diego are gone. Yeah, we've gone to Chili's a few times. There's actually a Chili's in the same parking lot as the Olive Garden we went to. But the kids didn't want to go there.
As a kid, I always used to like going to Bill Johnson's Big Apple.
Bird saying that you could make it on the cruise as Terry Farrell's +1.
I wish I could, but hell.
And Richie is suggesting that you stow away on the Star Trek cruise.
I was thinking about that, but I'm like, no, there's really no public bathrooms, can't sleep well. Nah.
What do you need a bathroom for? You're on a boat. You just lean over the side.
Well, I also need to find a steel bracelet so I can eat and drink. You never been on a cruise before? You gotta have a certain bracelet to go in certain areas.
No, they when I went, I have been on a cruise before, and they didn't have bracelets back then. They just had cards.
Uh, yeah, different bracelets. Like, okay, you can have alcohol, or non-alcoholic drinks, or you got the colors that says you got the all you can eat food. Yeah, there's certain bracelets you will tag let you have like the music parts. Those certain paper bracelets you wear.
And Richie's saying you can sleep in one of the lifeboats, or Bert say you get a job as one of the crew members. Tell them you be the chef or plumber or something.
If you actually look at the layout of the ship design, Deck 11 looks exactly like the Enterprise D, but they have no Star Trek themed rooms on Deck 11 whatsoever. I'm like, it looks exactly like the Enterprise D layout.
We're saying you could be the iceberg lookout.
Not going that far north. The Southern Cruise.
You could be the ship's astronomer. Richie.
Sorry, Tim Russ already has that job. Tim Russ is an astronomer. He's the accomplished astronomer. He's been on a cruise. He's already got that job.
Wait, Tim Russ is an accomplished astronomer?
Yeah.
Is he on any, has he been published?
I think he has like 2 papers published.
Wow. That's one more paper than I have. He could hold a stargazing sessions on the poop deck. Do you know how to use a sextant?
Actually, I do know how to use a sextant, and I also know how to measure the night sky using your hand as well without a sextant. See, you got your, you got your 10%, your 15%. Yeah, there's a video on my show on my channel how to measure the night sky without a sextant. It's very easy to do.
I did pin the link, so if Bird or Jordan, if you guys want to come up, I'd offer it to Richie too. But Richie doesn't ever want to come up. I tried to get Mrs. Vile to come on, but I think she's still asleep.
We'll see her pop in the chat.
How you doing? God Emperor of Kuroga.
I was hesitant to come up because I didn't want to risk your signal going out.
Yeah, I don't know why it's going in and out. At least it was. It seems to be stable now. I haven't moved, so it's not like I'm getting further and further away from the router.
Keep OBS activated. That's what helps.
You really want to hear me yelling at my kid to hurry the fuck up on picking up his shit? No, not really.
It's not like we haven't heard it before, man.
Yeah, and I specifically, when I took the kids out, my 13-year-old wanted to brush her hair in the car, not at their house. And I'm like, I know for a fact you're going to leave that hairbrush in the car. And if you leave it in the hairbrush, or you leave it in the car, I'm going to throw it away. She goes, I'm not going to forget.
Hey, Mike, why are we talking? Because the way he said his famous intro. We should shut up first.
Ah, God damn it. I thought I was going to get away with it. Hello, world. It's Berto Prey 5, Cuppa.
Cuppa.
Hey, Vile, what's going on, guys?
How's things going with you?
Good. And I would have came up earlier, but I had to finish brushing my teeth with apple cider vinegar.
Oh, why would you do that?
Don't get him started. Do not get him started. Please, trust me. Do not get him started on the episode.
Inside joke.
Yeah.
All right. Are you telling me all the decent peeps are going to be on Star Trek peeps are going to be on one cruise? Isn't that a little like tempting fate?
Yeah. Yeah, but they've been doing this for a long
Yeah.
time.
They're all.
Settle some of yours. It was canceled because of COVID.
I was going to say they're all main characters. They got plot armor.
And no red shirt.
And not Ryan Johnson saying that Kuroga sent its own balloon to mess with the Vilemike stream.
It's actually not that far off, but we're having trouble it going east to west, so it's got to go all around the world and come back.
Yeah, it's a damn jet stream.
California.
It's a damn jet stream, man.
Eliu could hold, I'm thinking he's saying Marina close and point out the far left star in Orion's belt where the author who wrote Let Me Help will be from. Very romantic.
20 years ago, yeah.
If the ship does go down, do you think that all the Trek stars would get in the same lifeboat?
No.
But I mean, if they did, there was one lifeboat that had them all.
Because the crews on on cruise ships are, you have to go to lifeboat based on where you're staying, or so. Yeah, they actually do drills when you first get on, and sometimes during, so that you go to your appointed lifeboat.
I'm talking about if they hit and they're going down. There's no time to go to your station. You either get in this lifeboat or you die. And they're all standing around. Do they all get in the same lifeboat?
Well, it's going to be an argument because Cisco's going to be a better captain than Picard. Who's in charge?
Oh, there's no captains there.
Hey,
well, do you think?
I know there's no Avery Brooks.
Do you think they would make?
Maybe Captain Janeway. I don't know if she might.
What about Shatner?
Shatner's not going to be on the. I doubt.
I thought he was going to be on the cruise.
Oh, is he on the cruise? Then it's Shatner's.
Yeah, Shatner, Brooks, Frakes, Sirtis.
No. Brooks. No, Avery Brooks. No way.
I thought he was going to be on.
There is no way Avery Brooks is going on a cruise.
Yeah, Avery Brooks, from what I understand, kind of stays away from Star Trek as much as possible.
Let's see. Here we go. The crew.
He's declined doing voices in Star Trek Online for years.
Shatner's, Robert O'Reilly, Delancey, Shimmerman, Groenick, Chase Masterson, Cyric, Picardo, Wang, Chenier, Billingsley, Michelle Hurd, Just Richard, Tony Newsom. Okay, I guess Avery's not going to be there. Huh. Ooh, but Nicole DeBoer is. Hell.
Yep.
And yeah, Denise gets to go on a cruise.
Denise.
I have no idea what Jordan was trying to say there.
Yeah, Denise Crosby, she's going to be on there.
You know why? Because she's going to be in Picard.
Oh, really? I didn't know. I didn't hear about that.
Well, they're not telling us, but she's the secret. She's going to be the one that they're going to surprise us with.
Kind of like that mysterious character on the poster who's supposed to be Crusher and Picard's kid.
I don't know about that. My theory is that the bad girl Vadic is Renee Picard. Back from the dead, never quite died after the fire and generations.
I kind of hope not. That'd be weird. The TNG cast would not be caught dead in the same lifeboat as the DS9 cast or the Enterprise cast or the Voyager cast. Not in this age of cell phone cameras.
Oh, why not?
Okay, so here's the question. If you're on a ship and it's sinking, and you have to get into a lifeboat. And there's a lifeboat with the TNG cast, the DS9 cast, the Voyager cast, or the Enterprise cast. Which lifeboat do you get in?
Whatever has more room.
Well, it depends. Is Worf in the DS9 cast or
Worf
the
is in
TNG
both.
cast?
They've cloned
two
Worf.
Worfs?
He's in both. Yes. Michael Dorn brought his little-known identical brother along, so they're both dressed.
Well, I've already met most of the TNG cast, so it would probably be one of the other casts, just so I could say I've met more of the Star Trek.
I mean, you understand, you're going to be alone,
actors.
possibly for
We got,
days on end, sharing and seeing these people do, bodily functions. There's no privacy in a lifeboat. I mean, this is some serious stuff. You might die together.
Okay, are the cast are as they are now, or when they were then?
Now,
Age wise, now. Okay, that changes the entire spectrum. Okay. Yeah, I think I'd kill them all. I don't know. Take the boat for myself.
Richie
Let's
Poole
see.
says
Richie
the
says
one
the
with
one
both
with both Daxes
Daxes,
in it.
and Yvette would send
Oh,
for
that's right,
And I think
Ezra.
Dandelion is thinking
Ezra,
along
yeah.
the same ways as LDG is, because she asks, "Can we eat the crew members when they die?"
Exactly.
Evan would be in the Voyager.
I'd get on the one with the more room. It's like asking the questions like, you're trapped on desert island, you're allowed to bring one book. What book would you bring? Easy. How to build a boat.
And let's face it, at this point, I don't think anyone would be taking the TOS boat, only because it'd be mostly empty, and when
That's
the
the
old
best
people
boat
die,
to
they're
take.
like especially old.
Well,
That's why I
Not much
didn't make it
there
an
to eat.
option.
Yeah, I throw Shatner overboard. Make more room.
I would have to. Yeah, it would. I couldn't be on I couldn't be on the TNG boat because I would have to kill Wesley. Like straight up, would have to kill him.
He's not going to be on the cruise.
No, he'd be on the boat though.
Yeah,
But
he'd be on the boat. Yeah.
I just will tell you that whatever boat Shatner's on, and if I'm on that boat, he's going overboard.
Bullshit. Shatner would beat your ass.
I can kick
Yeah,
his
Even
ass.
at 90 years old.
I can kick his ass.
Eli would be having too much fun with Certus. Him and Certus have a lot of talk about.
Well, I know if I was on the boat with the TNG cast, I'd have to ask Brent Spiner, because last time I met him, he told me a very dirty joke that made LeVar Burton blush. And for the life of me, I cannot remember what that joke was. I was so in awe of being, sitting at the table with the crew that I'm like, I couldn't remember a damn thing they were really talking about. So I just want to know, what was that joke you told me when I was 14? I don't remember.
Ask him.
Oh, I've asked him on Twitter before, and adding him, but he never
age.
responded. I don't blame him. Sorry?
So better not bring up your age. That's be like, uh-oh, this is a trap.
Oh, God. When I think about it now,
I forgot about Whoopi.
5 years ago.
I have to share the boat with Whoopi Goldberg.
William Shatner would be great company. He tells great stories. Unless he starts singing Sunshine of Your Love.
How do you know if he's singing or he's talking? You can never tell with that guy.
Mm.
I'm sorry. Oops.
Now let's say if we're talking about the crews in their prime, who are you? Which one are you joining?
TNG.
DS9, Terry Farrell.
I mean, you know that Data isn't really an android, so why would you choose TNG?
Certus.
Certus?
Curtis?
You
Young
would choose
Certus.
young
Yeah.
Certus over young Dax.
Absolutely. Young Dax is way too skinny. And she has like a bony neck, and no, I didn't like her at all when she was young.
Ezra was hot.
I thought
Come on.
Tasha looked better than her.
What about Jerry Ryan's 7 of 9 or T'Pol?
Nope.
Jolene Blaylock.
Ballock.
Sorry, I thought it was Blaylock.
Jolene's okay, but I still like Terry Farrell.
You haven't lived until you heard Shatner sing "Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds."
You forgot a word in that sentence, Richie. Try singing.
I guess Enterprise, because you have Yoshi and freaking T'Pol. So I mean, I guess I might rethink that. Yoshi. I call her
is a
Yoshi.
dinosaur from
I call her Yoshi. Sorry.
Toshi.
Highly offensive.
Highly offensive.
Safe to say that the crew of Discovery drowned. No, I wouldn't say
they would
drowned.
on my watch.
Now that you mentioned Discovery, you know, they do have Tilly on that one, so
capsized.
Well, what's his name? Doug Jones from Discovery is going to be on the cruise.
Yeah,
the fact that the Discovery crew was on the ship is why the main ship is going down to begin with.
Oh, they'll just go to the future.
They let Sonequa Martin Green steer the ship.
Well, I'm not going to say anything only because I don't think that the actress would actually do something that stupid. I believe her character could do something that stupid and then make herself out to be the hero when she saves the day, even though she caused the problem to begin with. But
yeah, it's more believable Marina Sirtis would crash the ship.
Well, again, that's the character.
No, I'm saying the person.
Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, we also would have the JJ crew, but I don't think there's anyone in that one that anyone really cares about. We got what's her name? The chick who plays Gamora. I can't remember her name. Zoe Saldana. Took me a second.
Yes, you might have more fun with the lower decks crew.
The Carol Marcus JJ, if she's on board, she might.
Well, that actually brings up that does bring up a point, LDG. Since we got the lower decks crew, would Rebecca Romaine be on the Strange New Worlds lifeboat, or would she join her husband on the lower decks boat? Or they just because they're in separate shows, they have to take different lifeboats.
We got 2 wharfs, so
they got to take different lifeboats.
What's that? I didn't make coffee because I looked at that and I was like, I gotta rinse it out. Love you.
Got to rinse it out. What are you talking about? It's like cooking on a grill. The old stuff makes the new stuff taste better.
Mrs. Vile is coming out to have me open the creamer for her.
She's awake.
Well, she didn't say anything. I'm wondering if she's.
What, do you have it padlocked? She needs you to open the creamer. What do you have it? Do you have it padlocked or something?
No, she just probably needed some help opening it. because she's too tired to figure it out.
Oh.
I got you, Lojo. I'll be back.
Pull, grab, and pull. At least that's how I think they make it now.
I gotta
God,
go.
I gotta make one of these AFK, away or something ones. And then I'm gonna post another Kinder Egg video today. The one from last week that I made. All right, I recorded it last week, but I wanted to make some edits because it was real fun. There was a fire near the border last week, so it took a lot longer to cross the border than I wanted it to. Plus, it was raining.
There was a fire during the rain? Okay.
Yep. It was only sprinkling, so we're talking about very little rain, but it still made it a pain in the ass to try to smoke with the window down.
Oh, yeah.
It's like just enough that every time I put if I left my arm outside, the cigarette would be put out by the water. Now,
so
go ahead.
No, I was going to mention something about that balloon, if you don't mind. That's cool.
I haven't really looked into it. I don't really care. Yeah. I know that I heard it went over some areas and they shot it down, but
yeah. So I guess next they're just going to shoot down every actual spy satellite that goes over us from China now.
Well, I doubt they'll be able to shoot down the satellites, but
they have anti-satellite satellites in orbit. They could easily shut it down, I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure they don't have anti-satellite satellites in orbit. Mrs. Vile just wanted Vile to feel more manly by having him open something for her using his big, strong muscles. Yes, that's exactly what it is. And File 13 says, hey, guys, just swinging by. How you doing, hey, File 13? I didn't say his name earlier, but yeah, 47 Yorktown is the one who made the joke about Discovery crew drowning. But let's see, what other crews would there be? If there's one for each show, does TAS and TOS get separate boats? If we were able to clone Worf, would it be cloning them too? He goes, you'd be surprised what the government has, trust me. I'm also consistently surprised at how inept our government is. So it's like, I don't know. Like Mr. Bean might be able to save the day, but in the end, he's still frickin' Mr. Bean. Since the other two are away, LDG, do you have any comment on that?
On what? I'm sorry, I was just looking up the fact that we can hit a satellite. But go ahead. What was the question?
Well, I'm sure we can hit a satellite. I'm just saying we don't have anti-satellite satellites up.
Mm-hmm. What was the question? LDG, did we violate China's free speech by shooting down an air balloon? Is that a trick question? China doesn't have free speech.
Well, to be fair, no one has free speech.
Yes, you do. Everybody has free speech. It's called your last words.
We voluntarily limit our free speech.
Your last words are the only true free speech you have right now.
Okay, that is still pointless.
No, it's a very good, valid point. You can say whatever the hell you want with absolute zero consequences because you're dead.
Unless you believe in an afterlife.
It doesn't matter if you believe or not. But
wait, I just get back and we're talking about the China balloon.
I can't.
Yeah, LDG wanted to switch subjects from the Star Trek cruise and lifeboats.
I know. I was just making a quick comment that everybody's like they see a balloon in the air that got past our $1 trillion defenses, right? Like you want to shoot it over the water. Why don't you shoot it before it came over us or our head? You know, we can stop supersonic.
It's not the first time this has happened. It happened 3 times during Trump's presidency.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
I'm gonna
happened
say
during the
yes.
war too.
It's not even that. They knew about that balloon long before it crossed into our territorial waters.
So what's with the grift then? Like, what's with the scam of shooting it down? It just doesn't make sense.
Probably because they're trying to appease the idiots who think that it was an actual problem.
Yeah.
Because you can go online right now and look up all the balloons that we have near China. And yeah, they fly over China all the frickin' time. And no one cares. But for some reason, this one got caught on civilian video, so they had to make a big deal about it. I guarantee you that our government was like, hey, we're going to shoot down your balloon. Here's some money. Don't make a big deal about it.
Is that why the 3 balloons weren't even mentioned to the public a couple years ago?
So we're just sheep then. Okay, got it.
I charge $5.99 for 10 minutes of free speech. It's a real bargain. The world is full of marks, and that rumor being spread about Trump having the same issue as BS. The world is full of children, too, without too much internet access. Well, again, these things, governments that can actually make these balloons and, fly them have been doing them for, God, 80 years now. So it's not a big deal.
Yeah, America even had balloons and zeppelins at Normandy. Come on.
I mean, yeah, I mean well, I'm not gonna say that, but okay, never mind.
Germ, I'm fairly sure that you're correct on that. But I'd also say that if we've told them beforehand that they are literally just weather balloon type stuff, and they're, we show them the evidence, they tend to let them fly over, especially when they're like, what was it? Not OSHA. What's the NOAA? The NOAA balloons. They've allowed to go over their airspace. So, and I'm not going to get into this one random. Sorry. That one's a can of worms that we don't need to get into.
Different interpretations, different writtens, different language. Yeah. Pass.
Oh, and are you going to change your AFK?
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Sorry, I forgot about that. Hang on. One. There we go.
And Germ, I've read the NOAA reports, at least the ones they've cited in Nature, how they've allowed them. So,
yeah, they'll let the provisional governments know they're going to fly over their territory. It's like, hey, NOAA here. We got some equipment on the balloon going over your territory.
yeah, it's when they tell them what organization is launching them that they tend to shoot them down. I think I might bake a cake today, but then I have an entire cake to eat.
And what's your problem with that, Dandelion?
I'm all 300 pounds of me is looking at that saying that doesn't sound like a problem. That sounds like a solution to a dilemma. Too many people never read the article and push the headlines. I've worked for these people since I was 17. I'd love to tell you how this shit really works, but people would rather watch the fool's ball. Yeah. Or the foosball. Thank you, babe. Sorry, she brought me coffee. Oh, and she made it extra strong for me.
Light brew has more caffeine than dark brew.
Well, it is a light brew, but it has it's just made extra strong.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, I make my coffee too sweet and too strong for her, but I like it that way.
Black.
Yeah, and Gorilla has a point. It did fly over our silos, which is interesting to note.
Well, hello. How about wind direction? The balloon is non-controlled by wind. Wherever the wind took it. So if it happened to go over any
So-
silos, yeah. If it goes over a lake, yeah. If it goes over a house, yeah. It's called the wind. You cannot control that balloon. There was no mechanical anything to control that balloon for direction. Like going to a hot air balloon. You want to go this way.
Yeah.
Well, you plan
Well,
to go this way in a hot air
no,
balloon, but
hold
you
on.
never really go there.
I'm not saying you're wrong, Elihu. What I'm saying is that could have been part of their excuse to shoot it down. And Random Menace is suggesting a cupcake.
Well, it depends on your definition of cupcake. Is a 10 by 12 sheet cake a cupcake for giants?
Well, Dandelion, you could always just get one of those muffin cake things that you can put in your microwave, and that way you have one little mug of cake. And both Germ and Jordan are saying that the balloon had some sort of directional control.
No proof about that whatsoever. That actually
Limited.
Yeah, limited control
Well-
is called the wind direction. That's limited control of what the balloon had.
Well, I know they have balloons that have controls on them. Now,
Yeah,
usually
no
weather
different than-
balloons don't.
Yeah, everybody
Right.
is. Yeah, people are starting to say this now. Just like Resolute Jim said, they had directional control. They can control the balloon. There was no written statement to prove this fact. It's all speculation. People actually speculating about this balloon thing. There's no actual fact that the balloon
Does
had
it really
control on
matter?
it.
They got $1 billion satellites that can do 1 million times more
Yeah.
than a stupid balloon.
Yeah, hello. I was going to say that.
Seriously.
Look at
They
Google
can
Maps.
take a picture of you. Yeah, they can get thermal imaging of you sitting on your toilet, okay, 1 million miles away. I mean, does it really matter?
30 miles away. Not that strong.
Well, not what I meant, but
Yes, Daddy Lion, I get it, but that way you could just not have to bake so much and have to eat so much. But if you do decide to make a bunch of cupcakes, here's what I'll do to help you out. You can easily send me all the ones that you don't want to eat, and I'll take them. Except for the fact that, aren't you in Canada, and it would have to go through customs, and it would probably take like 6 weeks to get here. But stale cupcakes. Sorry, it's partially reading comments. Might have
I'm just worried if there's
issues eating them.
I'm just worried if there's going to be another outbreak of a certain what the next few days going across the same path of a certain balloon.
Oh God, that's diving a little bit deep in the conspiracy well, don't you think?
Isn't it? That's pretty deep, eh? Hey, if you wanted to spread a what with a what, that's the way you do it. You saw all that white smoke when it blew up, right? Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm sure the white smoke. I honestly have not been following too much of it because I didn't care. To me, it was a non-issue. But
That's the only thing I was weird about. When you see it getting ripped apart, it wasn't an explosion more than it was like being ripped apart. And then when the balloon was being ripped apart, you saw like this white dust, like in the balloon.
Says the
Coming
same person who tried to analyze a video of a fireworks / fertilizer explosion in the Middle East a couple years ago and said it was purposely done malicious because of the explosion. When it turned out, in fact, it wasn't. LDG, analyze.
yeah, but
I
wasn't
have
that?
no clue what you're saying. No.
Oh, what kind of nitrate was that? I can't remember.
It was phosphorus nitrate, the same thing they use as fertilizer.
Yeah,
Basic
but
fertilizer.
that stuff is known to spontaneously combust.
Yeah, and
especially,
LDG was trying to analyze the video, saying, no, that's purposely, look at the explosion. It was purposely done, maliciously done. Like, dude, analyze your stuff.
yeah, but anyone who knows
What?
actual chemistry could tell you that that stuff spontaneously combusts even in a shed. So I've seen it combust in a shed on its own. That's why you got to keep it mixed separate.
What are you saying was maliciously done?
There was this explosion in the Middle East about a year and a half ago that I showed you a video of. It went a little viral.
Beirut.
Yeah.
I wanted to
explosion.
go back. Random Edis says any green men in the balloon in quotation marks. I can already see how it would be hidden in Area 51.
No, this is not Project Mogul. And no, Project Mogul was nowhere issued around Roswell Base in 47, by the way.
I'm sure that meant something.
The balloon, the aliens, Area 51, Roswell, they said it was a Project Mogul balloon, but Project Mogul was nowhere near Roswell Base at the time in 47.
Well, again, if you're going to talk about that, what do you think aliens actually landed in Roswell, Elihu?
Something
or crashed?
did. Something
Yeah.
crashed. Something actually confirmed the crash, but no one knows exactly what it was. Because you got several different stories.
I kind of
One
believe
story says the farmer waited a week. Another story says he reported instantly. I'm like, okay, which one is the actual story?
Well, I can believe it was a weather balloon because, as I said, I've said on the stream before that my dad actually has been to Roswell, or at least Groom Lake. Area 51, Groom Lake, and yeah, he first thing he told me was, "No, there's not any aliens."
Maybe Area 51, but what about Area 52?
I have no idea what Area 52 is, other than a joke line usually in a cartoon.
It's southern complex, about a mile and a half from south of Groom Lake. It's in a mountainside.
Mm.
It's an unclassified suspect of the base. It exists but doesn't exist.
Yeah, and Dandelion points out, movies give us a false sense of explosions. Dust was probably condensates being expelled. No doubt it had nothing on board that would explode, so it would get ripped apart. And even Germ points out to you, I'm assuming LDG, that the dust is a coating used on high altitude balloons. It's not unusual.
Yeah, I figured that. You never know, though.
Yeah,
Sprinkle
and I
a little,
completely agree with
what in
Dandelion. It
there.
was probably a weather balloon with spy stuff attached. That's probably what it was.
Yeah.
And even then, I don't really care because, again, we do the same thing. And again, satellites are so much better. So, well, if you're going for photographs or other, I mean, if you're trying to actually get atmospheric readings, then a balloon is better. But if you're just trying to get photographs or anything like that, satellites do so much better nowadays. Don't all y'all agree or disagree at once?
Huh? Sorry, what? I was loving a bowl.
And Germ does point out they're better, but they are more expensive, and that's absolutely correct. But China is one of the few space agencies that can pull it off right now. And he's saying, Gorilla's saying satellites don't have ground penetrating radar
that we know of. You got to remember, Jordan, during the space shuttle era, 80% of the missions were classified military missions. We don't even know what was deployed up there.
Wait, did you say 80%?
Yes. NASA said that about 80% of the missions of the shuttle missions were classified in NASA. They launched stuff that we don't even know wasn't even released to the public what they did up there.
Okay, I think you mean DARPA, not NASA.
Oh, sorry.
Because DARPA was paying for it. They just had NASA do it.
Yeah, sorry, yeah.
And yeah, they knew exactly what they were putting up there. They just were told not to say anything because they needed the experienced crews to put the stuff up there.
Exactly.
That's one of the reasons the shuttle was actually was built so big, was because the military was like, we need something to be able to put these satellites that we want to put up there that are really big.
It's been, 13 years since the shuttle program was aligned? Was it 2011, 12, something like that?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, if I ever go to LA again, I'm going
But that's
to see
why
the shuttle.
you're what?
If I ever go to LA again, I'm going to go to the museum to see the shuttle.
Well, if you're gonna go see the shuttle in LA, let me know. I'll drive up there to hang out with you. We can do it together.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at prices, like where do I want to go, and it's actually very cheaply to stay by La Brea Target at this hotel. And in San Diego, it's cheaper to stay in the Gaslamp District. For some reason, I don't know why downtown is cheaper. Manhattan is cheaper to stay
Probably
by
because there's
Central
more
Park.
hotels in the general area.
Probably. Yeah, New York is cheaper to stay by Central Park than it is Times Square. Like, wow, really? Orlando is cheaper to stay by Disneyland Park than anywhere else.
Yeah, as I said, because we do this and other governments do this all the time, I think people would actually be shocked about how often these types of balloons have flown over the United States. And, this one just happened to get, as I said, the news caught wind of it. Pun not intended. All right, so what else should we talk about, guys?
Have you got a chance to see the new Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey movie?
The what?
Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey. You know Winnie the Pooh is now public domain, so someone made a horror movie?
No, I did not know anything about that.
Yeah, people thought it was a joke trailer, but it's actually a movie that came out.
Yeah. I was going to watch it the other night, but nobody wanted to see it.
I couldn't get past 20 minutes. This is so stupid.
I mean, it looks ridiculous, but like it looks like Scream funny. Ridiculous. I don't know.
Are you sure you're
So,
just
yeah,
not
Winnie the
talking
Pooh is
about the
public
Cocaine
domain.
Bear movie?
I have no intention of seeing no hype.
Are they going to combine Cocaine Bear with Winnie the Pooh?
Cocaine Bear seems like an up-hyped Revenant. Like, no, I don't want to see a movie about Dumb Bear.
Yeah, it's like a really bad done costume that just looks creepy. Like Winnie the Pooh and Jason Voorhees had a kid. I don't know. It just looks really well. No, not Jason. I would say it's more like Halloween-ish with the mask. It just looks so tacky. I don't know. I was gonna watch it. Nobody wanted to watch it, so I skipped.
Well, I'm going to look it up. I may not watch it right now, but I'm going to look it up just because I have no idea what this is. So, no. To answer your question about it, no, I haven't seen it.
Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. If you watch the trailer, you're like, oh my gosh, this can't be real. Yeah,
I think he kills.
real.
I think he murders Christopher Robin in like the first 10 minutes. No, I'm joking. I have no clue.
Oh, speaking of Netflix, there's a way to stop previews when you watch something on Netflix, by the way. Yes, there is an actual function, but you can only use it if you're on your computer or phone, not on your television. If you guys go to Ego Fantastic's little shorts, he has a little short on how to do that. I'm helping promote him. Ego Fantastic. Check out his short video on how to avoid promos on Netflix. It's a very cool little thing. I'm like, wow, that's all you got to do? Yeah, I'm not going to tell you how to do it. Just watch his little short. Gotta get PJ some views. Sorry, JP.
Is there? I think there's another video on YouTube that shows you how to watch Netflix without actually watching Netflix.
Yeah, I can do that, but I'll get pulled. I'm not gonna get pulled if I do that. Oh, I also found by the way,
I would never, ever do something like that, LDG, nor would I recommend people on my channel do that type of stuff.
Oh, by the way, there is this website that will allow you to download Instagram videos and reels. You guys want this link?
So who cares?
You know how when you post a
Yeah.
short or reel on Instagram, you're like, damn, I wish I can keep that video for myself and post it somewhere else. Well, now you can download this video because all you gotta do is click on this little link in the private chat, and you can download Instagram videos, reels, TikTok videos as well.
Okay, Elihu?
Yeah.
What makes you think that I, Vilemike, the vile one, has ever been on Instagram?
Give it to your daughter, okay? They might like this. You can download your TikTok videos. And say you want it. Say you post a video on Instagram, right? And you want to use it on TikTok. Like, crap, how do I do this? You download a video from Instagram and you upload it on your TikTok. That way you can do multiple things for the same video. You don't do it over and over again. So just download Instagram videos, TikToks. There's also a link for download Twitter videos, but I can't find that right now.
It's called OBS.
It's like downloading
No,
YouTube
OBS doesn't
videos.
work on all of it. I've tried to
Does for me.
I tried to record some clips from certain things using OBS, and OBS literally blacks out the screen.
Yeah, then you might be, you're most like you're not doing it right then. I've never had a problem, and if it did have a problem, there's another way of doing it with OBS. It depends how you're screen capturing it.
Because I
I'm
download
trying
a
to
couple
do it
of my
a
reels.
slightly legal way, since it's a way that I'm actually trying to post onto the YouTube.
Yeah, I downloaded a couple of reels on Instagram and I posted one on Twitter.
I don't think it's illegal to record your screen, but yeah, okay.
Well, I see it there, and I don't really care. Yeah, even Resolute Germ is like, why would I care about Instagram crap?
Well, some people do. That's why I'm saying.
Some
in case you
people
want
do.
to. Yeah, some people do. They do TikTok. They do the Instagram crap, especially Vilemike's kids.
Well, one of my kids is actually wants to make an Instagram for the channel, and I was like, it's up to you. I don't care. There might actually be a Vilemike Instagram, and I have no idea about it because I don't run it.
Well, let me find out for you. Let's check Vilemike's. There's just one on here. Come on, load up, damn it. Hey, Instagram is slow this morning. Shit. Search. Okay, I typed in space, Vilemike, and there's a couple of them on here. Hashtag Vilemike. Is Mike Vile, Carval Mike? What is hashtag Vilemike on Instagram? No
I
post
have
yet.
no idea.
It says no post yet. Wow.
Well, I'm pretty sure the rapper dude who also uses the name Vilemike, who occasionally sends me nasty grams on various media in order to try to get me to stop using the name Vilemike, despite the fact that I've been Vilemike literally longer than he has, at least online. But I'm pretty sure he's probably the main Vilemike on Instagram because I haven't bothered doing anything there. But yeah, it's still kind of funny how, like, every couple of years I'll get something from him telling me to stop using it. I'm like, no. Back when there was messaging on YouTube, when you can actually send people messages, he used to send them to me like every couple of months. Now I get it. I've got a couple of Twitter messages from him, which is really funny because my @ on Twitter is not even Vilemike. It's SD GameSwap. But he still sends me messages saying, stop using Vilemike.
Ay.
And the best part about it is, despite this, and this little feud of ours going back like 20 years at this point, I have not listened to a single one of his songs. Yeah, the thing is, Richie, there's no legal ramifications for doing so. Because technically the way I use Vilemike is supposed to be Vilemike without the space, whereas he uses Vilemike with a space between Vile and Mike. So that space is what mostly matters in the legal field. Now, if I were to start rapping under the name Vilemike, he might have an issue. But let's face it, I can't even sing, let alone rap.
Rap is not singing. Rap is beat poetry. That
That doesn't
sucks.
get you for your intro, right?
That sucks. Rap is not music. It's rap crap. It's wannabe beat poetry. That's all rap is.
Ow! Funny bone. Ow!
There is no funny bone. It's a nerve.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I nailed
That's
it
what you
good.
get for trying to jerk off on my live stream.
Oh,
There's
I
no
nailed
bone
it
there,
good.
dude. Yeah, Richie put rap does not really qualify as song. Just like no rap artist should be
Son of a
inducted into
bitch.
the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. No. If you're rap or reggae or soul, you should not be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
What if
Beyonce
they
should
have-
not be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
I would say if they got rock elements, it would count.
Yeah, but you're not rock. You should not be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. You're not
Well, hold on.
rock.
Does hold on, Elihu, does rock and roll require lyrics?
No.
So basically, if it comes to a song, it only requires the instrumental part to be classified as rock, even
The
if you're
genre.
rapping over it.
The
Therefore,
genre.
yes. But if you're rapping over a rock song, is it a rock song or is it a rap song?
It's a rap song with rock sampled.
Then it would qualify as a
As a
rock and roll
rap
song.
song. As a rap.
Wait, doesn't a song require singing?
No.
How about the song Tequila? That's rock. It's only one word.
That's what I was saying. Does a song require lyrics?
A song does, but music doesn't. I don't know. Let's.
Rock requires a live band. I could easily see a rapper using a live band.
Yeah, Run DMC used to do it all the time.
I mean, I guess the saying here that doesn't require it. Generally, a song you need to sing a song. You don't play a song. Play music. I guess it's like electrocution, right? You can say electrocution doesn't mean you died, or does it mean you died? It does mean you died, but you can survive it. But I don't know. Stupid words.
Huh?
The colloquialisms of English.
What? Huh? I'm confused. What, LDG? What? Electrocution?
We're talking of, like you were saying, there's a difference between song and music. Song, I would say, requires lyrics. You sing a song. You know, you play music, but you can also say you play a song, but that might not technically be correct if you sing a song. Just like electrocution, do you have to die to be electrocuted? Technically, yes, you have to die to be electrocuted, but there are people who survived electrocution. Then that means you're just electrocuted, not that you've been gone through electrocution.
The Random
I like
Menace?
Random Menace's quote, Rock and Roll Hall of Fame is a scam. There are no rocks and not a single roll to eat.
Actually, that's not true. The cafe has rolls you can eat, and they sell pet rocks in the gift shop. So they technically have rock and rolls there.
And Resolute is saying that LDG has been dipping into the special mushrooms again.
Well, that's not Oregon, so he's breaking the law.
Well, see, look, if you go to Merriam-Webster's, it says a song is the act or art of singing. A short piece of music with words intended to be sung.
But what is singing?
So you need lyrics. You need, well, not lyrics, but you need someone singing for a song to be a song.
Like tennis ball, tennis ball, bounce against the wall, hit the tennis ball. Like that?
Again, not me. That's just what's what the damn dictionary says.
And Yvette is telling you to check your DMs.
I'm
LDG.
seeing it.
And Random is once again saying, stop being rational, Elihu.
Then I will be irrational, okay? Come on. The zombie apocalypse is coming upon us. You gotta, if you didn't prep a couple years ago, and you know what those preppers are, well, you have some supplies.
And Dandelion is trying to tell LDG that electrocution is just being shocked with electricity. No death required. I've been electrocuted several times.
So have I. It's called static shock.
God, no kidding. Lately, I don't know what it is, but every elevator button I push lately, I've been getting shocked. What the hell is with the elevators in San Diego?
What the hell is with the elevators and hotels everywhere I go that does not have a 13th floor? Or room 13?
I don't know. Most of the hotels I stay in aren't more than 3 stories.
Well, every single hotel I've been in, there's no room 13. It may be like 210, 212, 214, but there's no 13 in any of the hotels I've stayed in so far. The last hotel in DC, I was room.
I don't know.
I was room 314. Next door was 312. There was no 313.
Well, some people are superstitious.
I call it being superstitious.
I've heard that several hotels or buildings in like Japan, because they consider 4 a unlucky number, don't have a 4th floor or anything like that. And now LDG is telling Yvette to check her DMs.
And Yvette, check your email because I sent you a shitload of pictures.
Yeah, both Positive Candor and Dandelion are basically saying the same thing I am about it being considered bad luck.
Yeah, Yvette was complaining that she doesn't follow me on Twitter because she doesn't have a Twitter account. So
maybe it's you, Kyle. Maybe the personal electromagnetic field has been altered. Well, if someone altered it, fuck them, because I want it changed back to normal.
There's no normality for you, man.
And Yvette just saying "fuck you, LDG."
I'm sorry.
Which I'm not going to say.
I'm sorry. I guess I can't. I guess I can't do more than one thing at a time. Sorry, Val. Wanted to hang out, but I gotta go.
This is because I said tennis ball. Put the tennis ball against the wall.
All right, Random Menace says 110 volts you guys have in your households. You cannot get electrocuted from 110. I get a tingling sensation. If you think that our houses run on 110 voltage, Random Menace, and you're actually incorrect. Our houses run on 220, but we actually have it, or we kind of divide up the electricity into 2 halves, essentially.
Thank you,
so
Tesla.
most of our outlets are running at 110, but we have outlets for certain things that still run at 220.
Yeah, thank you, Nicholas Tesla.
So, yeah, our electrical grid is definitely 220, not 110.
And
okay.
Stack by stack. Oh, I heard someone yelling in the background. Was somebody yelling at you, Mike?
Say that again? Yes, I've got a little Mexican girl yelling at me. Okay? Okay.
Say bueno. Say bueno. Say bueno.
Habla mi or hablo mi amigos on la computadora. Yeah, en mi carro.
Say amigos.
She's trying to tell me what I'm doing, or she's trying to ask what I'm doing. I'm like, I'm talking to my friends on my computer in the car. Okay.
Your Spanish sucks,
Un
man.
momento.
Your Spanish sucks, dude.
Yes, my Spanish sucks. How I was able to nab a Mexican girlfriend, I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm like, what the hell are you trying to say? Oh, okay, I think I know what you're trying to say. Damn.
You also have to understand, I'm talking to a 4-year-old with a lisp.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's like trying to talk street Spanish to somebody in Puerto Rico. They're like, huh? What? Man, I wish Puerto Rico was cheap to go.
Also, if anyone else wants to come up, by all means, I think I pinned the thing, so.
Habla con mi amigos. Yeah.
Wouldn't that be hablo con mi amigos? Yes, it would have been Dandelion, but I'm trying to think, and that me thinking sometimes doesn't always work.
Yeah, he gets a headache really easy.
I speak 2 languages, English and bad English. Voltage isn't overly concerning. It's the amps that will get you. That is definitely true for some things, yeah.
Yeah, try having 88 gigawatts going through your body. Ouch.
Yeah, speaking of that, did you, Elihu, did you hear about the electrician that turned Buddhist?
No.
He used to chant, Om.
Wah, wah, wah.
Sorry, I'm a dad. I'm allowed to make dad jokes.
It's too early for dad jokes, dude.
It's never too early for dad jokes.
It's way too early for dad jokes, man. Come on.
Dandelion's like groan. And how you doing?
I'm all right. I thought since I finished eating, I'd pop on for a minute or two before I head out to do things.
Are you going for another hike this weekend or no?
I hiked yesterday.
I saw some of the pictures that you posted on Instagram.
That was from my trip out to the coast.
Oh, okay.
I went out to Vancouver Island for a week.
Nice.
Yeah.
Richie's like, Spanish and telling jokes, not your strong suit, Vile. And I like Random Menace's response. I resist to laugh at that joke.
No doubt. It was pretty bad.
Yeah, well, I ordered it. What was it? I ordered chicken and egg from Amazon. I'll let you know.
Very funny. That was funnier.
How much did the egg cost you, considering what's going on with the bird flu?
I didn't realize eggs had gone up in price because
oh my gosh,
my backyard is full of chickens. And so I just buy them from the people who own the house, and they haven't changed the price. So I just buy their eggs and they're still the same. So everyone's like, eggs are so expensive. I'm like, I didn't know.
Yeah, for example, Target used to have the cheapest produce in the city, cheaper than Safeway, Food Co, that sort of stuff. The cheapest dozen eggs at Target now is $6.
Wow, and that's in US dollars. I pay $5 a dozen for like free range running around in the yard. Well, they're in a pen, like a big fenced area, so the dogs can't get at them and the coyotes can't get at them and stuff. But yeah, I just never buy eggs at the store anymore.
What's really hindering the egg process is called candling. Whenever do you know what candling is?
I know what candling is.
Okay.
You can explain it to all the other people if you want, but I know what candling is.
Okay. Candling is when you take an egg and you hold it up to a light to make sure there is no unborn fetus in there and it's just pure yolk. When they do that, if they have an unborn fetus, they discard the egg. If there's a red dot in the egg, they will discard the egg. A red dot is not dangerous or poisonous to the human body. It's just the natural process from the egg's ovaries that's stained. It's not blood. It's stained red. It's not harmful or dangerous.
I eat those all the time.
This is why most of the eggs get destroyed, because of the handling process. Oh, there's a dot. Bad egg. It's not a bad egg. It's just non-aesthetic.
I think it's also to do with the bird flu. Like bird flu, avian flu right now is actually really bad.
Yeah.
Like, and they've lost a lot of birds because of that. And that's a large part of the reason why eggs are so expensive.
Yeah.
I didn't know they discarded the ones with the red bits, because I've had those eggs all the time, but I just
they're not
I
dangerous.
don't know, maybe they don't check for that in Canada, because I've often had that even from store eggs.
Yeah, there's this couple websites that you can buy ugly fruits and vegetables. Why
I
buy
actually
ugly
go
fruit
to
and
the stores
vegetables?
that sell those.
Yeah, because they are not aesthetic to the pleasing eye, but they're still edible and good. And
Well,
just
also
throw them
a lot
away.
of the issue is they need to be uniform in shape and size for packaging to send to stores, right? As soon as they're like weird shapes, they bump around and then they get bruised and damaged en route.
And
There's
less
a
packaging in the box.
there's a pepper farm not too far from here that sells all their misshapen or slightly split, or if it's got like a discoloration or something, the not perfect peppers. They put like 4 or 5 in a bag and sell them for $2 a bag. Apparently they make like, I don't know, like $10,000 a month just selling those like seconds at the side of the road. They don't even have anybody there. They just like have a slot. You put your toonie in, which is a $2 coin for those of you who are not familiar with Canadian money. And you just grab your bag of peppers and go. They're great. I only ever buy peppers in the summer when the stand is operating. I can't bring myself to spend $8 for the same number of peppers.
Yeah, I can't stand to spend $3 for one avocado.
Oh, yeah, that's expensive. God, even we don't spend that much for avocados. Holy crap. You guys are really getting stuck down there.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, I don't pay $3 Canadian. And $3 American is like almost $4 Canadian.
Yeah, I thought paying $5 for coconut water in Hawaii for a 12-ounce thing of coconut water was expensive and ridiculous, but $6 for eggs here? That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll get a handle on that avian flu situation at some point soon. That's probably one of the things where I think when the birds come down with the flu, they cull the birds, right? Rather than attempting to treat them or anything, because it's just not efficient.
Yeah, that kills the lot.
Yeah, they kill them all.
Yeah.
So that's the problem with factory farming.
Richie Poole asks,
Monocultures are always going to be an issue.
Richie asks, is Canadian money real money? No, it's funny money. That's why it's called loonies.
Yeah, loonies and toonies.
Yeah, it's funny money.
Well, I mean, it's real in Canada. We use it. No money is real money. It's all like,
promise notes.
It's all wishful thinking, basically. Money is all wishful thinking. It's only money. It only has value because we all agree it has value.
Yeah, like our U.S. quarters. When the price of gold started to go up, the coin was actually worth more than the gold from its value. So now there's very little nickel, very little copper in it. It's basically a plug with a silver coating on it.
Well, you're okay, Vilemike. Elihu and I will continue to entertain people with our riveting conversation about eggs. I'm just going to refresh my tea. I'm not actually leaving the room, Elihu. I'm just walking a little farther away.
Oh, wow. That's a first. Normally when she gets her tea, she has to put down her headphones.
Well, I have my laptop in the kitchen because I was like eating food while I was chatting with everyone.
Ah, okay.
Or while I was listening in before. Damn it, I hate when there's just a little too much tea left in the teapot to put in my cup.
I have a problem with my coffee pot. I'm like, okay, a little bit more grinds, a little bit more running it through, so I can get the last of that drop.
Yeah.
Speaking of, I'm going to get some more coffee, so I have to unplug my headphones. But I can still hear you
I'm
guys.
trying to slurp more space in my mug.
You need a bigger cup.
No, I have a big cup. The teapot doesn't perfectly empty 3 times into the cup.
Oh.
There we go. Last dribble. Yay! I know. More riveting conversation.
Hot coffee. Yes.
Vile dandelion show. Oh, thanks, Richie. I'm so happy to be vile. Wouldn't it be the Dandelion Fluff Who show? Because it's just me and Eli Who?
Yeah, since Bert isn't saying anything,
He's not here. He had an away thingy up.
I don't see.
Oh, actually, I'm back.
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't see it anymore. I'm like,
Sorry, I saw you guys. You guys were talking. I didn't want to butt in.
No, that's all right. I enjoy being interrupted.
Yeah, this is not Salty Trekker stream, so talk, dude. Interrupt.
It's not my show, so
All
interrupt.
right. I'm hoping that fixed the issue.
You seem good.
Dude, your life is a corn album. You got issues.
Yeah, that was just for some reason. All of a sudden, I'm watching the signal and it dropped and it did nothing. I couldn't even hear your guys' conversation because I could only hear like every other word, and
Weird.
if that. So
Sucks.
it was definitely an issue with StreamYards because I just refreshed StreamYards and it's done.
Nice.
Oh, and Richie's saying Bird is automatically vile whenever I have to. Whenever I use. So let's see. The Vile Dandelion show. Well, would it be the Vile Dandelion?
We thought Dandelion Fluff Who show.
Oh.
What about the Fluff Who show?
I mean, if you want hits, just do Dandelion Fluff Show. You'll get the most views.
I somehow doubt that. It's not like I have any particularly big following or anything.
Yeah,
And I also
that's
look-
only how it works.
I also
You
look
get that soft voice, and people just hang around.
Yeah,
I don't think do I have a soft voice?
Yes,
I know
put the letters E-R at the end of
Compared
your
to
name.
the rest of us.
There we go.
I'm not particularly fond of my voice, so thanks, Bird.
You have a lovely voice.
The Fluff Who O Prey show, sometimes with Vile.
Ooh, I like that. Maybe the Dandy Who Pray show. Dandy Who O Pray show.
Yeah, I like that.
No, if I put on a bikini, that will get less views. People will be driven away.
Not necessarily.
Yeah, I highly doubt that.
You know
I'm
what?
sure it would not
I
work
think
like that,
people
but-
think I look a lot better than I do.
Yeah, you don't understand though, internet
I
people. I
suppose.
mean,
Yeah.
even if Deej wore a bikini, he would get more views somehow.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
Yeah, but Deej looks awesome, so
No, he doesn't.
The quality of the views is different than
Okay,
the
yeah.
number of the views.
no, I can't.
Flapu sounds like the name of an ethot. What? I'm sorry. I don't get it.
Ethot? I don't know what an ethot is, to be honest.
Yeah, I don't know either.
Sorry,
Maybe like
Vern.
electronic thought.
I think those are like women who make money off of TikTok or Instagram or something.
Oh, good for them.
My dictionary is having a hard time searching for it. Here it is. The characteristic spirit of a culture, era, or community as manifested in its belief and aspirations. That's what ethos is.
I don't think that's
Yeah,
the
that's
right
ethos.
definition.
That's not the same thing.
Yeah, I just looked it up. I'm like, what
Yeah.
the hell?
Ethos I'm familiar with.
You should look in Urban Dictionary.
Yeah, check Urban Dictionary for ethot.
I'm too stoned. I just highlighted and right-click dictionary. I'm too stoned to do that right now. Stop.
All right, as soon as I go inside the house to get a better signal, the kids come into Mrs. Vile's bedroom and start being really loud.
Of course. That's what children do.
It's always better kids be loud. In bedrooms, the problem is when they get quiet in bedrooms.
Yeah, that's
when you
true.
need worry.
That's true.
If we want to hear kids, I think Jordan would come up here.
Well, if any of the Vile kids are listening, they could easily join up. But of course, the youngest one of them is 7, and he doesn't have a phone.
That would be a very different show.
Well, if it was just the teenage ones, I'm sure it wouldn't change all that much.
Perhaps. Okay, so the cake, just to switch back to the cake recipe for a minute. So the cake recipe is supposed to make a 3-layer cake in 9-inch pans. I don't have any round cake pans of any particular size. Do you think it would be possible to do that cake in a flat? Like, would that work in a 9x13?
Yes, it would. The shape does not matter. It's just the consistency.
No. But I'm thinking, is that too much batter for that size of pan? Because it's not going to bake properly.
Add some flour to it to thicken it up.
I'm not going to. No. No.
Judging by my chemistry skills when it comes to cooking, I would say go for it because I burn everything I put inside of an oven.
Okay.
Just save some batter on the side for a second.
Well, I guess I could. Yeah, I could spread the batter more to the edges of the pan. But you're only supposed to fill a cake pan like half full, right? To like leave room for it to grow and bake evenly.
Third to half.
That would depend on it. What kind of rising agent you're using?
What does it use here? Well, it's got some sour cream, which I'm going to be substituting for thick yogurt because that's what I've got. Baking powder, baking soda, and salt.
If it goes over the top, it just becomes a giant cupcake.
Well, that's the thing I was thinking. I could do it. I could do one batch of cupcakes and then one 9x13. Because if it's supposed to be 2 9-inch pans would definitely be the 9x13. That would be fine. That would be about the same batter, but we're adding an extra third of batter to the rectangular cake pan. So maybe I should do that. Do like a batch of cupcakes and a cake. But that's so much cake. I'm going to be thinking about this.
How many boxes of cake mix are you using?
Negatively ever.
I'm not using any boxes of cake mix.
She cooks from scratch, dude.
Okay, then in that case, cut the amount of ingredients by half. That way, you're not worried about it so much.
Cakes don't work that way.
Why
I'm not
sure.
No,
I mean, I don't mean to be, but it seems like
there's like a minimal amount you have to make, right? And this is already at the 1-time scale, right? Like this is the lowest amount, like where you can't like divide the ingredients down further and have the cake really work out properly. I suppose you could try. Besides, this uses a cup of buttermilk, and I have a cup of buttermilk that needs using up, which is the entire impetus for me to try baking this cake. Because I need to use up the buttermilk that's been sitting in my fridge since Christmas and is still just barely good. I mean, it's buttermilk. It's already bad. So, but it doesn't have any like things growing on it yet.
Yeah, Dandelion, I wish I could help more, but when it comes to baking, I am one of the worst people. My misogynistic genes must kick in because unless I'm cooking over an open fire or using a microwave, I am useless in a kitchen.
I love cooking over an open fire.
I'm better at baker than cooking.
Yeah. I could probably bake a cake over on a grill much better than I could in an oven.
Resolute Germ, what exactly do you think I should do with the cake batter? If I'm not turning it into cake. I'm just, throw it out there.
I don't think you want his not safe for work answer.
I'm not at work. I don't need a work
I think I'm wondering if he's thinking about like wearing the cake batter.
Yeah, but all by myself? That doesn't sound like fun either.
You could post the pictures to Instagram where only Elihu apparently would be able to see them because none of us have Instagram.
Oh. Really? Nobody has Instagram?
I don't have an Instagram.
Oh, I enjoy Instagram.
Two of my kids have Instagram, but I don't.
Mm.
And
Yeah, that link I also
Oh,
put
just
in the
eat the
private chat.
batter. Yeah, no, it's still too much batter, and I can't eat all the cake batter.
Yeah, that link I put in the private chat earlier. Instead of taking screenshots of your pictures on Instagram, you can actually download the image from Instagram.
Oh, I can't see earlier private chats.
I'll repost it. This link right here, you can download videos, reels, and images from Instagram.
Mm. Or I
won't care about because I don't care about Instagram.
Really.
Oh, my
you
main
don't want to
joke.
see my beautiful holiday photos?
Nope, sorry.
Okay.
I just don't do Instagram. I don't even do my Facebook all that often. I check it maybe once a week, and I check TikTok on occasion just to watch the videos my kids post.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not really a big social media person.
Yeah,
unless you count YouTube. Because I'm on YouTube all the time, but usually listening to stuff while I'm working or something.
Well, I disagree slightly, Random Mare. Sorry to change the subject. Random Mare says using processed or frozen ingredients for food preparation is not cooking. Just saying, I disagree. Frozen ingredients, like if you've got say you've got a bag of frozen corn and you're going to make some chowder and you want to put the corn in there, that's totally legitimate.
Or frozen strawberries.
Also, yesterday I pulled a bag of frozen cow parts out of the freezer, like, chopped up bone bits and stuff that I got from the butcher, and I turned them into stock, which I will turn into stew today. I would say that is legitimate food preparation and cooking.
Well, I think he's talking about, he did say frozen ingredients, so yeah, I would have to disagree because
pulling a pizza pop out of the freezer and putting it in the microwave is not cooking. But I think frozen ingredients that you are cooking with would be legitimate. Just saying.
Yeah, making macaroni and cheese is not cooking.
Well, unless you make the pasta from, flour and eggs and, prepare the cheese sauce from a roux and all that kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. I'm the type of person where I can't even make Jiffy cornbread without screwing it up. So, and that's like, all you got to do is add an egg and milk and put it in a pan or something.
You probably need to consider setting a timer so that when the food is cooked.
I could follow the instructions to the letter and still manage to screw it up. I have no idea how.
You preheat the oven.
I've even preheated the oven when it says so.
To the specified temperature?
Yes. And I one of the times I tried to cook a cake for the Vile child when she was younger, it came out still liquid on the outside, burnt on the liquid on the inside, burnt on the outside. And
that sounds like a pan problem. What kind of pan are you cooking in?
A Pyrex pan.
Ah, there you go. That's your problem. Pyrex is a disaster for cooking in. Get yourself a proper cast iron for doing cornbread.
Most people don't realize that when you preheat an oven, when the light turns off, the temperature is ready, okay? Do not put your food in the oven when the light is still on.
He means the elements, not the light bulb.
The reason I was using that pan, Dandelion, is because that's the pan that my mom always used, and hers came out perfect. Using the same recipe. So she
probably adjusted the temperature of her oven because Pyrex is really bad for burning things on the outside. It tends to heat. It gets extra hot, which can be really good, but you do need to turn the temperature down on your oven by 25 degrees, 50 degrees, something like that.
I forgot, but I know glass cooks differently than metal.
Yeah. Yes.
Well, as I said, I'm just useless in the kitchen.
That's just because you just haven't tried hard enough.
I don't have enough experience screwing up. That's the problem.
Exactly.
You got kids. You already screwed up.
I mean, I'm sure I sucked when I first started cooking when I was 6 or 7 or whatever. But
well, see, that's when I started grilling or whatever. I mean, when Caddy was a much younger kid, I'd say out of 7 meals in a week, I would have cooked 5 of them on the grill.
Yeah, but mayo's really easy to make, Random Menace. You're just trying to sound pretentious. I'm kidding. That's not pretentious.
No, I'm as I said, I've been grilling those since I was a kid. I mean,
That's good.
I remember being like 6 years old, going camping with my family out in Texas, where we would hunt and cut up and cook our own food out there, and that's how I learned.
Yeah, actually, making your own mayo is a good idea because those jars of mayo are full of all kinds of weird crap.
I don't like
Isn't
mayo.
mayo just vinegar and egg mixed up really well in a jar?
Basically.
Something like that. More or
I don't
less.
think I could screw that up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's good to make your own mayo because if you look at a jar of mayo from the store, it's got like 20 zillion weird things in there, and you're like, but isn't this just supposed to be like 2 ingredients, maybe 3?
Yeah, like chocolate bars. I know you don't do chocolate, but
Yeah, and it
Look
is
at
really
her-
easy to make.
if
So
you look at a Hershey bar, you got about 15 different ingredients you can't even pronounce. You look at an organic chocolate bar, you got 3 ingredients.
Hold on. I will have to defend Hershey's on that because one, they also are putting in preservatives in there that don't affect the flavor, or that try not to affect the flavor. Because remember, they ship worldwide. Most organic chocolate bars type stuff is very regional. They don't have to ship it as far.
Gorillas, I think I would have thrown that pan out and just bought a new one. Oh man.
I don't cook
I
that
think
bad.
people just get intimidated by baking because there's all this like, oh, you have to be really, really precise with your ingredient measurements and all this kind of stuff. And I have not found that to entirely be true.
Oh, Dandelion, I've seen my family, at least on my mom's side of the family, just throw ingredients into a pot without measuring a goddamn thing, and it comes out perfect every time. And
Right?
it's
It's
the
cooking
same
by
every
eye.
time, and I've never understood how they could do that.
It's
Practice.
called cooking by eye. Yeah, you know
Well,
exactly.
no,
how
it's
much to put in.
practice, right? If you do things for long enough, you're like, well, that looks like about the right amount, right? It's the same thing when I'm like dyeing yarn. You're supposed to be like super precise with the amount of stuff. And, I measure when I mix up my solution, I use the right measurements. But then once I'm diluting that, like I put some of the base solution into another container and then I add water to that, I can get the same amount every time because I've done it so often that I just I know the point where I look pouring to.
Let me give you a different example. Go to Taco Bell, order 5 hard shell tacos with cheese on it. You notice the cheese has the exact same amount. They don't measure the cheese per amount because they're used to putting the exact same amount on the cheese per time.
Well, that and they have like a scoop
Yeah.
that gives them the exact amount.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's not like they're using their hands, Eli.
Yeah. I know.
But what makes me angry about baking, Dandelion, is I got my degree in organic chemistry. All baking is basically an organic chemistry experiment.
Yes.
And I can never get it to come out correct.
Consider it more like a magical potion.
Yeah, you have to have the ingredients in the exact same order. You can have cake, flour, eggs, mix it together. You can make 10 different things, but you got to put it in the exact same order and the exact same amount.
I mean, hell, I have basically one of the experiments I was able to do back in college was make insulin-producing bacteria. It took me about 3 weeks with precise measurements, and I was able to make insulin-producing bacteria.
Mm-hmm.
But try to have me make a cupcake, I will fuck it up.
Well, I bet you could do it. See, this is the thing. Most people who learned to bake, if they didn't learn at home, they probably took a class or are really good at reading instructions in books or something like that. But I learned because, I was curious. And so my mom taught me.
Mm-hmm.
Like my other sister learned later. My mom didn't teach her. She wasn't interested when she was younger, but it was just one of those things I always liked. I mean, I like cake, so I wanted to learn how to make cake.
Dandelion, I am 300 pounds or nearly 300 pounds. I like cake too.
Well, yeah, I know, but I like making my own. Well, the thing is, we always made our own at home, right? And so mom didn't always want to make a cake. So I'm like, well, can I make a cake then? Right? If she didn't have to do it, we could have cake. But if she had to do it, we would have had to wait longer.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, nice. I had a crepe-based breakfast this morning, Random Menace. except for you pour your crepe batter into your piping
Jerv was
hot
like, "You
cast
got a
iron
chemistry
pan and
degree? What
stuff
the
it
fuck
in the
happened to
oven.
you?"
I love
Kids.
crepes. I got a geologic. Be right back. Coffee's going through me.
Alrighty.
Yeah. God.
All alone again.
Oh, crepes. Mrs. Vile would probably love you for that. She loves crepes, but I cannot make them.
There's a super simple thing you can do. You put your cast iron pan in the oven, heat it to 400 with the pan in there. Then when it heats up, you pull it out, put some oil in there. I usually use coconut oil, but you can use any oil, vegetable oil, whatever. And then you put your crepe batter in there and stuff it back in the oven for about 20 minutes. And then you get this nice, big, fluffy, puffy pancake puff. It's very yummy.
Pancake.
I feel the same way, Random. I'm sure Mrs. Vile would say the same thing.
Banana bread is baking.
Well, I have made banana bread, but that was only with the help of my mother. So that I haven't made banana bread in a very long time.
See, just don't do it in one of those glass Pyrex dishes, man.
That's exactly what we used, though.
Yeah, well, then you have to ask your mom what temperature she did the oven at and how long she baked
Unfortunately,
it.
she passed away almost 10 years ago, so I can't really do that.
It's time for a seance. Can you imagine doing a seance just so you could ask your mom how she made her banana loaf? I would experiment with a lower temperature, a little bit lower temperature on the oven. Go
My
down by
mom's-
like 25 degrees.
Go with your joke about that, though. My mom and her side of the family are very devout Christians. So if I did a seance to contact her, the first thing she would yell at me to yell at me for using a pagan ritual to contact her.
Yeah. I can see that would perhaps be a problem.
So that wouldn't necessarily work.
You called me down from heaven with your nasty pagan ritual just to ask me how to bake banana loaf. And I was hoping to see you in heaven when you died.
Oh, God. I will tell you, I actually had a conversation with one of my uncles about that. And because it was after my mom passed away, and he was crying because he was like, "You really need to change your life, because how would your mom feel if when you die, you don't go to heaven?" And I was like, that's a very good point.
Cool. We get like, I didn't know we got like little subtitles on our names now.
Yeah.
What should mine be?
Whatever you want it to, or you could just do the Angry Otter.
I could do Dandelion Fluff the fluffiest. No, that's not right.
Yeah, this is the first week they are doing it since for first CNA stream. I got the email like a day or so ago.
Right.
So I thought I'd try it out.
I will have to think about it.
That was optional. I'm just plain old weirdo.
Well, here,
so,
let's see.
Yeah. Okay, if anybody can think of something I should put as my subtitle.
Can you change the subtitles, Mike? Because I know you can change names.
Yeah, no.
Yes, I can.
I'm not an angry otter. I just like the Angry Otter liquor store. It's just got the best logo.
Oh, I thought it was something you chose yourself and had made.
No, the local liquor store is the Angry Otter liquor store. And then Chris Knight colored it up for me. It's just a black and white one. The fluffer. No, I'm not going to call myself the fluffer.
You know that icon still looks like the otter's giving flipping you off with two fingers from a distance.
Yes, it does.
I was going to put something, but after you just said that, I'm not going to do it now.
No.
Yeah,
though it used to crack me up. I worked at a garden center, and of course, to extend the season, they did holiday decorations and trees and stuff. And so, starting in about September, you'd be putting up the Christmas trees and fluffing them, separating out all the, branches and making it fluffier. But it cracked me up every time, go fluff some trees.
I'm not a fluffer.
Right?
how's this?
But the thing is, nobody else there knew what a fluffer was.
Oh my gosh.
Well, they just don't. Baker, hiker, soldier, spy.
Tinker Tailor Soldier. See, how's that go? Tinker Tailor Soldier Spy. What?
Yeah.
Yes. Tinker
Yeah.
Tailor Soldier Spy.
Yeah.
Maybe it should be
Movie.
Baker Hired Dyer Spy. I don't know. Because I dye things and felt things. I have a lot of different, I do lots of things. Doer of many things.
Hippie at heart.
Yeah, right?
Well, I want to be right back. I got to ask Mrs. Vile something because we're going to a birthday party and I didn't confirm what time we're leaving, so I know how long I can do the stream. So I'll be right back.
Okay.
Basically,
Elihu,
he has to ask for permission.
So Elihu, when you do, if you're ever doing trips to Canada, I highly recommend going out to Vancouver Island. You would definitely enjoy it out on the coast there.
Search for Bigfoot.
Search for Bigfoot, maybe.
Actually, I was thinking about going squatching next month in Washington.
Cool.
If you need a source of, used female hygiene products to get us, get the scent in the air.
Don't ask me. I can't help you with that.
That's for lions, not Sasquatches.
No, I'm pretty sure they use them for Sasquatch too.
Well, apparently it doesn't work because nobody's caught one yet.
Yeah.
That's a good
Which
point.
leads me to believe it's probably not that effective.
All right, I can actually go for 3 hours if we want. I just wanted to confirm what time.
You had to take some Viagra. Gotcha.
Last time I dyed something, I got caught red-handed. Interestingly enough, red doesn't stick that well. It's usually the turquoise that you get.
Yeah, the blue.
Turquoise-handed or purple-handed. But red actually is a really large molecule. It's very hard to get to stick. That's why beet juice washes off of everything so easily.
That's why beet juice is in a lot of strawberry-flavored ice cream products.
Isn't tomatoes?
I was going to say, then why does that the red juice always dye my shirts permanently?
It's red dye number 5.
Not from beets.
No.
Beets won't dye your shirts.
No, but if you wash something
tomatoes will dye things because they're extremely acidic. And the acidity helps the dye stick to things. Also, it's usually oily. Like if it's a tomato sauce, there's usually oil in there as well. And then the oil is actually what sticks to your clothes. And
I was thinking more like Kool-Aid.
Carried slightly in there, but beet juice won't stick to things.
Yeah, red dye number 7. Yellow dye number 7, red dye number 5. Those will stick because they're chemically.
Yeah, those are chemical.
Naturally they don't stick.
Yeah, no, red is a large molecule. That's why it's hard to dye hair red in a more, like it always fades. Because it's a big molecule. It won't penetrate the hair shaft. Just sticks to the outside.
Yeah, she said penetrate.
No, I did. Yeah, sorry, gorillas. I am educated in the meanings of things.
Well, Mrs. Vile and the Vile children would know a lot more about dyeing hair than me. The last time I dyed my hair anything like that was when I was 12 years old. I used my mother's mascara to artificially darken my blonde goatee to make me look older.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently mascara is not what you want to use on facial hair.
Yeah, this is the last time I dyed my hair.
God, you look like a Batman mook.
It was a green and blue mohawk.
Yeah, you look like someone Batman is about to punch before facing the Joker.
Or the Joker is about to tell to go do something nefarious. You kind of look like a henchman.
That's what I was trying to say. That's what a mook is.
Yeah. Ooh, and Random Menace. It also makes your number 2s like leak red goo. Very creepy.
Yeah, you don't need cholesterol for that. Millennials don't know what cholesterol is? Look it up. We had some great potato chips. Good with that stuff years ago.
Yes, Random. I grew my first goatee when I was 12. It was just blonde at the time. It didn't start darkening up until I was about 13 or 14.
I better go get my charging cable.
But that's why I made such a big deal about Mrs. Vile shaving my facial hair off for that video, because that was the 5th time, I think, in more than 25 years that I hadn't had facial hair.
Goodness.
If you do go Bigfoot hunting in Washington, just go to Mount St. Helens. It's cheaper, and you'll find just as many Sasquatch. Find just as many there.
Or I can go to Ohio.
But then you'd be in Ohio.
Yeah, I know. That's still the problem with that.
I'd rather go to the moon. I'd still find just as many Sasquatch.
Yeah. I mean, out on Vancouver Island, you'll suspect people are Sasquatches, but they're really just hippies.
Well, I was actually accused of the same thing, of being a Sasquatch when I didn't shave. So. Did your mother put testosterone in your food at age 12? I didn't know what body hair was. No, I just matured fairly quickly as a child. Which is funny because mentally I never matured at all.
Maturity? What is that?
No, it was actually really funny when I was a kid because
apparently it's when you can grow a goatee.
Yeah, because I don't want to grow up. I want to be a Toys R Us kid.
Well, I'm still a Toys R Us kid, even though there aren't any Toys R Us's in the U.S. as far as I know.
I think there's one. We have them up here, though.
I know. I'm jealous.
I don't even like Toys R Us. I usually go to Toy Traders if I'm going to get toys.
But when I was in 3rd grade, I was a short and skinny kid. And then you show like my, school photos from like 3rd grade to 5th grade. And I looked like an entirely different person because I shot up about 1.5 feet and I put on 100 pounds in like 2 years. It was nuts. I went from one of the shortest kids in my class to the 2nd tallest.
Yeah, I remember growing about 4 inches when I was 14.
Well, I don't remember what age I actually had my growth spurt. As if for the longest time, one of my oldest sisters was about 2 feet taller than me, and all of a sudden she's comes up to my eyes. I'm like, okay, I don't remember when that happened.
Yeah. I know. I remember being like my mom being taller than me, and now she's like way shorter than me. But I mean, she's also shrinking. So.
No, when my dad was still alive, I was about.
Your mom is Lily Tomlin?
Pretty much. No.
When my dad was still alive, I was about 5 inches taller than him.
Mm-hmm.
But what's kind of funny is like all my cousins, I'm actually still pretty short at 6'2". Because my brother is 6'2", one of my other cousins is 6'2", a few of them are 6'4", a few of them are 6'5", 6'6", 6'8". So all my cousins are tall.
So you're the runt.
No, one of my other cousins is only 5'11", so he's technically the runt. But everyone else, literally everyone else is 6'2" or taller.
Damn, I'm 183 centimeters.
I'm 6'6", and I was still not the tallest guy in class. Wow.
Sorry, that's 6 foot, people.
Whole class.
That's for who doesn't use metric system. That's 6 foot tall.
Well, if he's saying 6'6", I'm assuming he means 6 foot 6 inches.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, he's trying to use the American system. That's why I said 183 centimeters.
But yeah, it's. What's even funnier is I didn't even hit 6'2" until my freshman year of high school. So I went through another growth spurt in junior high where I went an additional 3 inches.
Yeah, my growth spurt was was length, not height.
All right, I gotta go. Not because of that. I just have to go because I still haven't watched the Bad Batch. I should probably do one of those round tables.
Oh wait, that's
And
today, huh?
yeah, at 1, I think, our time.
Oh shit, I still gotta watch it too. Damn.
Oh,
I know,
Eliza,
right? And I
speaking of
still
that,
need to go and hike a bit.
the
So, or
Rumble
take a
thing.
walk.
What happened with that? Because sorry for interrupting you.
No worries.
Dane. I was on a schedule for it, and then I didn't hear anything about it. And then all of a sudden, I realized I was late, and no one said anything.
No, it wasn't the Rumble. It was the OCC show. That's why that was a comment. I saw that comment in the chat. It was the OCC show Rumble, not the actual Rumble with Chris's show.
Okay, well, I was on some list, and no one mentioned anything to me for weeks, so I didn't know about it. I forgot.
Yeah, Chris will spam all the groups that he's in, including Rumble chat and the Toon chat or the Nation chat. Yeah, he'll spam it all about that when he's on the OCC. So
he will probably let you know before you have to go back on the show, Mike.
Yeah.
All right. I'm guessing he got postponed or something.
Well, yeah, he got postponed because he's been working Thursday evenings. So he was debating between moving it to Tuesday or I think he just put it on hold for a while.
Yeah.
Because of, life and stuff.
Yeah, that balloon was 8 washing machines. Yeah, the balloon was 8 washing machines, man. School bus.
That's why they couldn't shoot it down over land.
Yeah, it was actually huge. A huge balloon.
Yeah, it was pretty big.
One. Yeah,
it did make complete sense to not shoot it down over land. Wait till it was over some ocean. I thought they would just shoot it down when it was flying over the Rocky Mountains in Canada.
They might as well have just shot it over someone trailer park. The worst it would have done is $500 of improvements.
I was thinking $35, man. Come on.
All right, I'm gonna go. I have a million things to get.
Thanks for joining, Dandelion.
Thanks for having me. It was a delight to see everyone.
And if anyone else wants to come up, let me know or just come up. The link should be pinned still. We can we can go on for another hour if need be. Otherwise, I can end the stream. It doesn't matter. If I end the stream, all I'll do is work on the next Kinder video so I can post it.
I was going to go to the muffin shop, but it's raining. I don't like walking. It's too rainy for my scooter. Besides, the scooter's a piece of shit now.
Does anyone even watch the Kinder videos? Because I only do it for me because I think it's funny as all hell that I'm basically doing it right before I break the law. Bye, everyone. See you all later. Again, bye, Dandelion. Thanks again for being here.
Maybe you should try uploading them as shorts instead of actual videos.
I might do both. Cut them down into some shorts just for shits and giggles.
Yeah, because for 2 years I've had one video for 98 views. I put it into a short, and 24 hours I had 1.5 thousand views. So
and I got one of those trucks coming by, so hold on. You can keep talking, Elihu. I'm going to mute.
Okay. Yeah, you should actually do the shorts, man, because sometimes you can hit the algorithm, sometimes you can't. I mean, my dog sledding video was like 1,000 views in a couple hours. My whole diamond view still has like 12 to 24 views. I'm like, okay, come on. So it's kind of a hit and miss with the shorts.
Oh, trust me, I know. I mean, I've seen the performance of my shorts, so yeah, it's like one will get 5 views, the other one will get 5,000.
Yeah, 24 hours when I was in DC, saw Biden's motorcade go by. I'm like, okay, cool. All video takes, right? Put a little short, couple hundred views, and all of a sudden something happened. I forgot what it was, and all of a sudden my view went to 4.5 thousand. I'm like, okay, somebody searched on for Biden on YouTube and found my short. Nice.
Let's see, I'm checking my. What's funny is my views are going up and my watch time is going up, but my subscriber count has dropped down, so I'm down to 275.
Oh, I got like 60 new subscribers in the past month.
And like right now, I just looked at my content stuff. One of my shorts has jumped in views by 229 in the last 24 hours.
Nice. Let me
And
check
it's
my
one of
little
it's
accounts.
the Orville Jet Nerdy highlight number 6. Why the only number 6 got views, I have no idea, but it did.
Let me check my little stats right here. Hang on. Channel. Hey,
Yeah,
Vilemike is live.
Yeah, the Kinder videos are only getting like 25 views right now. So
See my Biden Motorcade 4.5. My whole diamond video 24 views.
I'm wearing shorts. I wear any views. Funny thing right now, Random Menace, is I'm wearing a shorts and a t-shirt. And when I went to ask Mrs. Vile if what time the party is, so I can make sure I can end the stream in time, she immediately just goes, "Close the door. It's cold. It's close the door. It's cold." And I'm the one standing outside with the laptop so I can do the live stream in shorts and a t-shirt. She's complaining underneath like 40 blankets that it's cold.
Sheesh.
Oh, you're showing your short. I have to admit, this one I watched. I did not watch your Biden Motorcade one though.
Yeah, I have the rolling. I forgot who mentioned do the Paul Blart thing, so I'm like, okay, I'll have the tour guide hold the camera so I go in front. And that got like 600 views in 10 minutes. I'm like, wow.
Well, I appreciate you watching. I'm not Ryan Johnson because I'm going to keep doing them whenever I buy a Kinder Egg before going across the border. Because, as I said, I just find it hilarious that, 20 feet in front of the border, I'm not breaking the law. But right after that, if I try to cross the border with it, I'm breaking the law.
Okay, I need your help on something right here. Let me do this fast. Are you sharing my screen yet? Because I'm on the other screen.
I'm sharing it.
Okay. People are saying they don't see anything on this. It's called Mysterious Rectangle on the Surface of the Moon. This is during the action footage from the Apollo landing right here. Okay, I'm going to play this. Tell me, do you see anything or not? Did you see anything odd?
No, I didn't.
Okay, don't worry. It's going to go back, and it's going to circle it. It's like, wait a minute, hold on.
You said they circle it?
Now, I circle it. Well, LDG circle it for me. Well, put an arrow. Do you see it? See this little square right here? Right angles.
Probably an artifact.
On the moon.
No, what I mean is it's a graphical artifact.
No, this is actually not. This is the actual surface of the moon.
Okay.
You have four right angles.
What's the point?
There's 4 right angles cut into the surface of the moon with a long tube coming out of here.
Or that's what it looked like, and it's possibly not actually that. So,
and here's the thing about this. Neil overshot the landing. This is the area on the video where they were supposed to land originally, but Neil overshot it. That's why they called it the Sea of Tranquility, where they landed. Because the square area was the original landing area that he overshot.
Okay. I don't understand the point.
There's some structure on the moon that they were supposed to investigate, but they overshot it and they couldn't make it. So they investigated, so they was picking up rocks around where they actually landed.
I'm highly contentious of the word structure. Structure implies building. I would say it's more like a feature.
Okay, rectangle feature on the moon with a long tube like coming out.
Yeah, and it could be anything. I'm not. What are you suggesting? It's aliens or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's never aliens, Elihu. God, call me king of the skeptics, but yeah, I'm gonna say that it's not anything having to do with aliens.
Sorry, did they prove there were aliens?
No, they didn't.
Yet.
Yeah, and I agree with Random Menace. It's pareidolia.
It's not pareidolia.
It's similar to that. That's what I'm saying.
Pareidolia does not make 4 right angles.
I was watching a documentary that was debunking the ancient alien stuff, and I started to have to turn it off because every time the ancient aliens type people would say something, they would always go, well, it looks like X, so it must be X. And I'm like, that's not how science fucking works. Just because it looks like something doesn't mean it is something. You have to use all the other evidence.
You ever notice how ancient alien theorists always say yes?
What are you talking about?
If you ever seen Ancient Aliens, you would know.
I just watched a documentary debunking it. I didn't watch the actual show.
Oh. Did they talk about Zechariah Sitchin's?
Sounds like you should have watched the show first.
Yeah.
I don't need to watch the show because it's all hogwash.
You do, because you just missed a very basic reference that obviously your documentary didn't explain. So how could you know that the documentary did a good job if you never took the time to watch a single episode yourself?
I would argue that I was looking at the evidence that they presented, not necessarily.
You were looking at the evidence that the documentary presented, which is the evidence they handpicked to make their own documentary look the best. You can't honestly believe you can make a decision without only watching somebody who says, I hate this thing, and I'm going to tell you why it's bad, without ever watching the thing of why it's bad. That's ridiculous.
It's like somebody making a documentary on the peace protests in D.C. and they only focus 90% of video footage on the police action that took place during the protest. That's just not. It's only one person's opinion, one-sided opinion. Like Bert's saying, you need to watch the actual show to understand the documentary.
Either way, with the evidence that I saw, it still sounds like they're grasping at straws and trying to come up with complex reasonings for mundane phenomena. All the asteroids landing on the moon were, for that brief time on the surface, the only documented aliens in the solar system. I would agree with you there.
Yeah, I agree with that on that.
Unless you include the planet of robots that we have out there right now.
Yeah, Mars, the only planet to have it surrounded by robots. And robotic helicopter. It's advancing. Transformers.
Wait, I thought the helicopter is no longer functional.
Oh, it's still flying.
Oh, I thought it wasn't. I read something saying it was not working anymore.
No, it's still flying. I flew like 17 meters the other day.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like a little Sojourner still going. Sojourner, the toughest rover Mars ever seen.
Well, I thought Curiosity was tougher.
No, Sojourner basically died, then all of a sudden the wind brought him back to life again, then it died,
Yeah,
brought him back to life again.
I know.
Yeah. Sojourner is still the toughest little rover.
Yeah, but it was just so small.
Yeah, but it was a tough little fucker. That's why I love it. That's why it was at the National Space Museum. It had an exact replica of the rover there. That's why I even took closer pictures of the tires. I love that rover.
I'm not saying I didn't like the rover. I'm just saying it was just so small compared to Curiosity.
Yeah, I know. That's still one of my favorite ones.
I mean, Curiosity is the Texas of rovers. You know, bigger is better.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, 6 cameras, has a Moxie system, makes his own oxygen. Yeah, I know. Yeah, the Moxie does work.
But yeah, I'm wondering if we'll actually land on Mars, humanity-wise, within my lifetime. Because every time I see someone posting about landing on Mars, especially a certain idiot demagogue on Twitter, I just want to tell like the stuff you're saying makes no fucking sense. Just imagine how little all the robots did in the decades compared to what people could do. Yeah.
Why do you think Branson gave up on the space travel? He's now concentrating on suborbital flights. Yeah, think about it. Would you rather go to Paris in 12 hours or 2 hours? Branson has the right idea. Suborbital flights of the future. Bring back the Concorde.
Well, if you're going suborbital, you don't necessarily need to be breaking the sound barrier.
Yeah, I know.
You're going to escape the atmosphere without breaking the sound barrier?
Well, you don't need supersonic engines like that. You can use it. You don't need the scramjets or ramjets. You could just use the one-time use rocket that could be sorry, I take it back. Not one-time use rocket, but a reusable rocket. Different type of engine.
Yeah, it's not going to be economical. You're not going to be economical.
Not for a long time. But neither was air travel.
Yeah, air travel is not economical for a long time. Now it actually is. You can fly basically here to New York for $30 one way. That's if you want to fly Frontier, by the way, the shittiest airline there is.
I thought Spirit was the shittiest.
No, Spirit gives you free drinks. Frontier, you have to pay $3.50 for a bottle of water, $3.50 for a can of soda, $3.50 for a bag of peanuts or chips.
No, Spirit. I don't like Spirit because of them canceling not one but 3 separate flights to San Diego. I was stuck in Dallas for a full 36 hours.
Oh, I thought getting stuck in Denver for 5.5 hours was bad.
Yeah,
wow.
And they refused to get me a hotel. They refused to give me any food vouchers or anything like that. And they when they finally had me go out, they had me transferred to an American Airlines plane, not one of theirs, and they lost my frickin' luggage.
Oh, shit.
So, yeah, I was pissed because they're like, well, we didn't have enough people purchase tickets for this flight, so we decided to cancel it. It's like, well, fuck you.
No, all you gotta do is go about 50 miles up, not 63. You don't need escape velocity for suborbital. Sorry,
Yeah,
basic physics.
Now, if we could make something like the Concorde that could go supersonic without the need of a rocket engine and make it economical, I would easily be, I'd use it. God dang it, I got another one of those cars driving by. Hold on.
At least it's not an annoying ice cream truck. Damn, I need to order from the dispensary. Shit. So I forgot I'm almost out. Damn. Okay, which dispensary am I ordering from?
Sorry, I was watching the guy as he drove by, and he's driving while watching something on his cell phone.
Why?
Because he's trying to be safe.
Okay.
Did anybody answer Random Menace's question?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Yeah. You don't need to break escape velocity to reach suborbital.
Okay.
I mean, hell, the X-15 didn't break escape velocity and it went suborbital, so.
Right, the whole point of escape velocity is to escape Earth's orbit.
Yes. Thank you, God Emperor Obvious.
Sorry, I'm trying to order weed at the same time talking.
This is my shocked face that you're ordering weed.
I got one nugget left in my bag. I'm like, oops, I got to order. See if anybody has any sales going on today.
I wouldn't know. I don't buy that kind of stuff, I'm afraid.
Yes, they do. Gelato, nice. 35%. Ooh, wait,
Random is absolutely correct. They could easily make planes. Actually, the planes do travel faster than that, but at that speed, it just burns the fuel more efficiently. So yeah,
7 grams for $30 a shake. Pretty good deal. Nah. That being gelato.
You know what I need to do is I gotta find out if they have any smoke shops down here in Tijuana where I can buy my cigars that are vanilla flavored, because I don't know if you guys know that they banned flavored tobacco in California.
Yes, they did.
Despite the fact I voted against it.
Even menthol cigarettes, by the way.
Well, yes and no. If a brand was primarily known as a menthol brand before the ban went into effect, so, like Virginia
Slims.
Yeah, they get to still be sold as menthol, but now they can't sell their regular flavor. It's like the whole thing was stupid. I'm sorry. I realized the whole argument was, well, we want to save the kids from smoking, and it's like, you know how you do that? You be a parent.
Cartridges, extracts, and edibles. Damn it.
Because I can tell you right now that none of my kids are going to grow up smoking. And that's despite the fact that three of my kids have two of their parents smoke. Sorry about that.
Okay, this is weird. Weed Maps is somehow cheaper than the actual dispensary. Wow. The exact same product. Wow.
In Europe, all flavored cigarettes are banned. Only IQOS and /tobacco products avoided that due to some loopholes in the laws. I have no idea what you're talking about, but it's, as I said, I think it's stupid to ban them.
Yeah, they even banned flavored wraps.
I don't know. Maybe I'm the one who has the wrong thing, but I want my damn vanilla cigars.
Okay, I have half hours the dispensary opens up. Which means I gotta actually get dressed.
What's funniest about it is the cigars I like to smoke that are vanilla flavored are American made, so I would have to buy imported cigarettes from America so I could take them back to America.
Oh yeah, don't try bringing eggs across the border because they won't allow it.
I kind of make that joke in my the Kinder video I'm going to post later about I was joking with Mrs. Vile about smuggling some eggs over.
Yeah,
candy cigarettes? Yeah, I don't have an issue with candy cigarettes either.
Yeah, San Ysidro, they said they reported like about 5,000 pounds of eggs is destroyed every single day.
Yeah, they were. Mrs. Vile was complaining that because of the issue in the States about it, So many people were trying to smuggle eggs from Mexico in that the egg prices in Mexico went up.
Yeah. Shit. I didn't hear that part. Wow. You can't buy candy cigarettes anywhere here.
You can still buy them in Texas.
You have another fucking text message.
Hey, I have another fucking text message. Oh, okay.
Loophole example: do not put the flavor in the tobacco, put it in the filter. Well, that's the thing, random. The cigars I smoke, which I say are vanilla flavored, the tobacco itself is not flavored. It's only in the filter by itself anyway. And they were still banned in California. So, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be one of those people that disparage California for the sake of disparaging California. God damn it. Another one of those cars is driving by. I'll be right back.
You know, the most anti-smoking place I've ever been was Honolulu. Because it's like everywhere you go, you'll see a sign that says no smoking within 50 feet of a window, operating window, or a door. Which basically means every single door and window is operating, which means you can't even really smoke on a sidewalk legally. There's no ashtrays areas. My hotel was non-smoking. I had to go to a smoking section by the parking lot. Yeah, Honolulu, you couldn't even smoke on the beach. You automatically get a ticket. You have to smoke across the street. Yeah, Honolulu is one of the most anti-smoking cities in the country. So if anybody who is a non-smoker, who hates smokers, the best place to vacation is Honolulu, Hawaii. You rarely come across another smoker. Yeah, it's kind of odd. I'm like walking down the street, like, why am I the only one that actually seen smoking a cigarette around here? Yeah, it was rare. I was there for a week. I've maybe seen like 5, 6 people smoke a cigarette besides myself.
Well, what's funny is a few years back, I say like a decade and a half ago, an area of San Diego decided to ban all outdoor smoking except in your own home or on your own property. And it was really funny because your car is considered your property. So I was smoking at the courthouse, and the police officer came up to me, and this is what he told me. Sir, you need to put out your cigarette or get in your car.
With the windows rolled up. Yeah, I know that.
No, the windows are allowed to be rolled down.
Oh.
So I'm like, the net effect is nothing. And I was literally standing with, I had a little car at the time, not a van like I do now. So I was leaning over the roof of my van while smoking and looking at paperwork. And I was just like, that's like the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Well, it's I guess a lot of time alligator to a fire hydrant in Florida. It's also illegal to throw a moose from a helicopter in Alaska.
Yeah, I've never heard of Icos. Is it? I'm assuming that's how it's pronounced too. But yeah, no, I've never heard of it before. And how you doing, Captain MKG? You can come on up if you want. Sounds like Elihu's tapping out his pipe.
Yeah, I'm cleaning up my pipes like a little bowl. Hint, hint, Captain MKG. Bird doesn't smoke. Bob doesn't smoke. Come on, smoke up with me.
He has to stay clean.
I
He's looking for
know.
jobs.
I know. I heard. Yeah, don't fall for the cranberry juice bullshit.
Having to stay clean, that sounds horrible for some people. Yeah, in a random menace here in California, it is also illegal to smoke while you have minors in the car. But what's really funny is one of the loopholes for that law is it's only while the vehicle is in motion. So while you are stopped, you can roll up your windows and smoke with your kids in the car, and they can't do jack shit about it. It's, again, stupid ways of writing stuff into the laws. I don't understand it.
Yeah, in San Francisco, any apartment with a ventilation system like an AC with a vent, you cannot legally smoke in your own home. If there's no vent, you can smoke.
Hey guys.
What's
How's it
up?
going?
Yeah, gotta stay clean for a while.
Yeah,
only
I
been-
heard.
It's only been 2 weeks.
Give it 6 weeks before you take your piss test.
Well, I'm trying to just be patient, so we'll see.
Too bad you're not applying for a job here in California, because if you test positive for THC, it doesn't count against you. Unless it's a government job.
Yeah.
Oh crap! And he's saying in his beautiful country, if you get caught with marijuana twice, you end up in jail with a minimum sentence of 10 years. Holy shit!
Ouch.
Now that's some
dude.
serious drug laws.
Yeah.
Why Slovakia is such a beautiful country.
Imagine if this
Sorry,
was
Jordan.
Indonesia. The guy's like
Jordan,
automatic
that
jail
was
sentence
funny
for
as all
death
hell.
penalty. But Dukar wants to kill people, death sentence who has marijuana.
What's funny is even when I was a kid, even my own mom, who was a smoker, did not smoke when we were in the car because it was just not something you do. I don't smoke in the car when I got my kids in the car, period. So
Yeah.
I did not need a law to tell me not to do that type of bullshit.
It's one of those like, duh. Of course I'm not going to do it. How?
And if I saw someone smoking in the car with their kid in the car, I would call them an asshole.
Rightly so.
So I don't know. Maybe this is the non-liberal side of my politics showing, but I hate it when the government tries to legislate morality.
Speaking of morality, this is for you, man.
Thanks, Elihu. I appreciate you, bud.
No problem.
The only thing I'm tweaking on right now is just coffee. That's about all I can do.
Are you not even drinking?
Nope, I don't drink.
Oh, I
He's-
thought you
he's
I thought
just-
you drank too.
He's just like me. Alcohol rarely touches our lips. It's mainly weed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ever since I started cannabis, alcohol has lost its appeal.
Yeah, I will rarely drink. Unless it's to get drunk. I was drinking with Deej or one tall 24 can of beer lasts the whole entire baseball game.
Yeah. The only times I drink are on these streams, and even then it's only a shot I put into the coffee sometimes.
Well, look at this. I still have this from Alaska, okay? I still have this from Alaska for New Year's Eve. This, look at this. Anybody else would have been gone by now.
That'll last you until next New Year's Eve.
Probably. I'm like, how do I take this alcohol back with me? Oh, yeah. I'll roll it up in my pants and put it in my check-in bag.
You do it.
That's how I snuck my vape with me to DC.
Oh, and random, I don't know if what you're talking about has kids involved, but I would say if someone is caught drinking and driving with minors in the car, they should immediately have their license taken away.
Mm-hmm.
They are, and the kids are put in the foster care for at least 36 hours.
So, is that how they do it here in California? Because I don't know anyone who's been caught doing that, but even still.
Yeah, if you were caught intoxicated with a minor in a car, and there is no parent at home, or if they're at work, if they're not at home, they'd be basically at home. You get to put CPS is contacted. They'll put your child in 24 to 36 hours care on observation until they find out what's up with the law, or if they find the actual legal guardian. Or the
I
actual
do
other
want to say,
parents.
and if you think that is a false dichotomy when it comes to, or not false dichotomy, but a fallacy regarding legislation of morality, I don't consider that a moral issue. I consider that a safety issue, and that's entirely different. That's why I could agree with that particular law.
Mm. Yeah, even if you get caught with there's, I think Berkeley has actually perfected a field sobriety test for marijuana now. Got some cops testing. Yeah, if you get tested positive, like you're too high or something, you automatically get a DUI.
I would agree with that.
Yeah.
Driving impaired in any fashion, whether it's weed, alcohol, prescription drugs, I would say if it impairs your ability to drive, you should not use it, period.
Agreed. That's why I do not get in the car if somebody's been drinking.
Yep.
You're drinking? Okay, I'll take the bus or I'll take an Uber or a Lyft. No problem.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
Yeah, that $25 for a cab is worth my life, man.
I mean, hell, most, at least when I was the designated driver for when my buddies and I would go to the bar, any taxi or Uber service that went to that bar would either do it for free or at a heavily reduced discount if you were drunk.
Most bars do that around here.
So there is almost no excuse.
Yeah, I mean,
and again, that's a safety thing.
If you're at a bar and you owning an Uber or Lyft, there's special notes. It's always suggested if you're getting picked up at a bar to let the driver know I'm intoxicated or too drunk to drive or go home. The driver will know, okay, this is the mental issue. This is the mental awareness. You have an intoxicated passenger you're about to pick up. It's a safety issue for the drivers as well. So, like, if you're at a bar drunk and you want to get an Uber or Lyft, in the notes, let the driver know you are very intoxicated. That's a safety issue for both you guys.
Yeah. Well, that when I was driving for Uber, I'd always try and like tell people, it's like, look, I know you don't want to puke, but if you have to, there are gallon-sized bags right there.
Yeah, thank you.
Please take one. Just take one. Even if you don't think you're going to puke in my car, just take one. I'm giving them to you.
Thank you. That's a good driver, man.
Well, because I didn't want the shit in my car.
Exactly. That's a cleanup fee. Yeah, you got the snow, you got the vacuuming. Oh shit!
I have had to clean up human puke once in my car, and it wasn't,
Oh, I feel for you.
That's why I'll never drive Uber ever again. I just can't do it. Even though I'm looking for work, I will not go back to driving Uber. I just won't do it.
I honestly don't blame you because they don't seem to make that much money.
No, you what? 10% of the fare plus tip. They take most of the money. I think a Lyft is now 15 to 17% of the fare, including tip now.
Oh, that could be different, but I don't know. Either way, I'd rather go work at McDonald's or at least, as my girlfriend pointed out to me, go work for the Postal Service.
Well, I wouldn't knock working at McDonald's because that's where the oldest Vile child's working right now. So
I'm not knocking it. I'm just saying, comparing it to Uber, I will take McDonald's any day.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about pissing in a bottle.
Well, that, people actually want to come up and go to the drive-thru and, will actually wait for their food. And I'm like, yeah, you guys are in the car. I'm here. There's a wall. We're good for right now. Because, yeah, my brother worked for McDonald's too. So, yeah, I don't knock McDonald's.
Hell, when I was in college, when the caddy was a baby, I worked at McDonald's and Pizza Hut. So I was working both jobs while going to school full time and taking care of a baby. That's why when she tries to give me shit about, hey, I'm an adult now, I'm working, I'll be like, yeah, and when I was your age, I had you to take care of, go to college, and 2 jobs, including McDonald's. And she hates that.
Yeah. And that's another option too, would be to go work for, or to go drive for Domino's, because I always see them having their job offers open all the time. So
what's really funny about being a Pizza Hut delivery driver, or at least a delivery driver in general, put a baby car seat in your car. Go to a thrift store, buy one for $5, even if it's not really working. And try to make sure that when you're delivering your stuff, that the people inside the house see that you have car seats. They tend to tip better if they know that you're a single father or a single parent, period. That's
good to know. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind.
When I was working, we had this deaf guy who was one of our drivers. And try to imagine having them complain to him because he's deaf.
Actually, it's funny you mentioned that. I used to have an earpiece that I would wear in just one ear. And that's what all the people would see. And it would blink, just like a regular little Bluetooth headset. And everybody assumed I was deaf until I said, something. They were in the mid conversation. I'm like, well, that really sucks. And they're like, holy shit, you speak. And I'm like, yeah, of course I speak. What are you talking about? You're like, we thought you were deaf. I'm like, no, this is just my Bluetooth device. I'm not deaf.
But what's funny is I already had a kid when I started, so I had the car seat in the car at all times. I didn't really notice it when people would tip me better for that when they saw it. His girlfriend was pregnant at the time, and when she finally gave birth and he started putting the car seat in the car, he told us, and by told us I mean he wrote it down on a piece of paper because only one of us could sign, the manager of the store, and he was saying that, yeah, now I put a car seat in the car and my tips are suddenly better.
Well, I'll have to keep that. I'll keep that in mind if it comes to that. But I'm still keeping my chin up and hoping for another business analyst job, and hopefully I can land one of those again. So we'll see. When you see me smoking back on stream again, you'll know I'm back in business.
Okay, cool. And by the way, Random Menace, Bird would never willingly give up an orphan. He needs that labor.
But what was I going to say? Fuck, I don't remember.
Boomer.
No, more like I think I was going to say something along the lines of the reason I got my chemistry degree, but I'm not in the chemistry field, is because now it's too late, and I'd fucked up too much right after college to go into that field. Which is why I am a merchandiser. Yay.
Yeah, there's a reason I'm a business analyst and not in what my degree was in, which is art.
I'm laughing at that only because I actually know so many people that got degrees like that, but they're using it and it pisses me off.
Oh, those bastards.
This one guy I know got his degree in Shakespearean theater.
Okay.
And I'm like, when are you going to use that? He's a podcaster. I'm not going to tell you the podcast name.
Right.
And gets to use his freaking degree every freaking episode because he'll make a joke or something along those lines. And he only does it so he can say, I got my degree in this. That's why I'm making this joke. And it works.
Well, yeah, I mean, I envy them because, yeah, I'd love to use my degree for something, but the only thing I've been able to use it for really is just being very creative when it comes to my resume and applications and being able to speak intelligently during interviews. So that's the one benefit I got. So.
Well, good on that at least.
Yeah, don't forget, if you ever worked at McDonald's, your experience is public relations.
Yes.
Not fast food. Public relations is how you word it.
Oh, I put down that my job has always been a customer service representative.
No, your public relations if you work at McDonald's, because you're interacting with the public. You're interacting with the business itself. Your public relations.
I'll keep that in mind when Caddy wants to get a different job. If you think I'm still putting McDonald's on my resume, you'd be very disappointed.
I'm glad I never have to fill out a resume ever.
Yeah, my resume tends to focus on the fact that I've been a small business owner for well over 15 years now, and the fact that I was a office manager and a process server. I don't put fast food on there anymore.
I just get SSDI for life, so.
So you're leeching off my tax dollars. Fuck you. No, I'm kidding. I'm only making that joke because that's what my tax dollars are supposed to be paying for, in my opinion. So.
I know, but since I get SSI supplement and it overpays SSDI, I get SSDI benefits, but I'm SSDI approved. So technically, I'm getting my own money back that I paid into the taxes.
One of the things that I hate, and I think I'm allowed to discuss this, I don't know. When Caddy turned 18, I no longer had to pay child support for her. Okay?
Right.
But back in the day, before she, when she was much younger, her mom committed welfare fraud. Now, the government decided that because she committed welfare fraud and my daughter was part of that welfare fraud, I was required to pay back the welfare fraud that my daughter benefited from.
Damn.
So every week they still take $125 out of my paycheck for the welfare fraud. But because of the way the bureaucracy works, they can only apply $100 of that money to the welfare fraud. So they then return every week $25 via check to me. But they also charge me $1.92 for that check. So every week I get a check from the government for money they took out of my account that they can't spend and then charge me to return it. And it pisses me off because I'll wait like a month or a month and a half. So I'll bring like 5 or 6 of them to the bank with me. And it's just ridiculous.
It's just
like,
another way for the government to get the money back.
But it's still kind of, it's just, the system can be streamlined so much, but because the child support issue has been taken care of, I can't go back to court to have them reduce the amount of money they take out of the check. So it's weird.
Let me give you an example of how corrupt the U.S. government is when it comes to trying to get their money back. Okay, remember when everybody got a prepaid card for the stimulus check, right? $2,000 prepaid card.
I didn't get one.
Okay. 98% of the U.S. citizens got a $2,000 prepaid card. There was an expiration date on that card. A lot of people do not spend 27 cents on anything. So there's about 27, I'm going to say there's an average of 25 to 30 cents on each card. That's going to go back to the U.S. government, which means they're going to get about $22 million back.
Yeah, but I don't care about that. That's, a quarter is not a lot. I'm talking about.
Yeah, but that adds up. That's $22 million the government is getting back that nobody actually spent.
Fine.
Pennies add up.
I don't have a problem with that, Elihu.
I do. I wanted to cash out my 34 cents.
Well, as I said, I didn't even get a card because of the weird loophole when they decided, because although my business is called SD Game Swap, my official, like on my taxes, the business name is just my name. And because the small business is in my name, I didn't qualify for the stimulus stuff.
I see.
Because they included the gross amount the business makes as my income, not my net amount I get paid every week or month or year, whatever. Because my business doesn't really make any money. I get paid about $50 a month that I pay myself as a general contractor. And then as a salaried employee, because I actually count myself twice as 2 employees. As the CEO, I have an annual salary of $1. So that means in a 12-month period, I'm making $1,200 or $1,201. But they count everything the business makes. But the business pays for my car insurance, my cell phone bill, at least one fill up for the van in gas, stuff like that.
Oh, that's one paycheck. So gotcha.
That's where all the profit of my business goes to, is to paying those bills, storage, stuff like that. So I don't make anything.
I cannot wait to transfer my benefits to another state. Yeah, I looked into it. It'll take a few months for it to kick in.
No, random. The Elihu got stimulated. I did not get stimulated. I got shafted.
Yeah, I got 34 cents left on my card. I want to spend that because I don't want the government to take it back. That's my money you give me. I don't want you to have it back.
Like, no, get your hands out of my pocket, government.
One of my girlfriend's hands are out of my pockets. If I had a girlfriend. Right now, it's just Rosie.
No comment, because Mrs. Vile will kill me.
Like, do I dare ask? No.
No. Shit, I gotta go to the dispensary. I gotta go food shopping. I gotta watch Bad Batch. Damn. And it's still right. It's still sprinkling out. Shit.
Well, I've got
All
to.
right. The only thing I've been watching this week is I'm still watching Doctor Who to catch up. I finally watched Day of the Doctor and Time of the Doctor yesterday.
Oh,
Wow.
man.
You're really behind.
Well, I don't. It's not like I get to spend all my time watching stuff. I have to work, and I had. Oh God, this week I had 43 hours originally scheduled, so I was like, "Yay, it's not 60." And then the person I was supposed to train on Monday decided to quit the job before she even got trained.
Oh boy.
So once again, I was given the stores that she was supposed to take over for me, which brought me back up to like over almost 55 hours. So yeah, I'm pissed that one lady decided to fuck me over.
Always the one.
Ay.
And the thing is, this job isn't that hard. It just takes time if you have that many hours, of course. She was not even getting that close to that many hours. The stores, she was only going to take 2 stores away from me, so her hours the entire week would have been like 20 hours. And that was apparently too much.
I'll work 20 hours, no problem.
20 hours where you get to decide what days of the week you work. And she couldn't do it.
Damn.
Sorry, I'm going to have to do something real quick just to be funny.
Oh wow! I just
Oh,
got
you already
email-
did it. Never mind.
I just got an email for a deal on New Orleans for Mardi Gras. Yay! I used to live in New Orleans. I've done Mardi Gras several years. Pass.
Like, I'm good.
Yeah, I've done the Mardi Gras thing, so hey.
And let's see. What else has happened recently?
Simone's going to be at FedCon.
I didn't really have anything other than that happen this week. No major no Karens this week, which was good. No accidental seeing of people's breasts, butts, or genitalia in my school or in my stores.
Well, it's somewhere you don't want to have it in the schools too. So, you know.
Well, college.
Oh, well, that's different.
Sorry, I was partially reading Random Menace's comment when I said that, and I saw the school. That's why I said school instead of store.
Yeah, U.S. laws are weird, man.
There's all those lists of the weird U.S. laws. One of the ones I think is funniest for California is illegal to fish using a fishing pole while driving on the freeway.
Like, I have to ask. This is like, who did this and when?
And how was it so much of a problem they had to make a law about it?
Right.
Yeah, you can't
A
tie an alligator
specific
to
law.
a fire hydrant in Florida. You can't throw a moose out of a helicopter in Alaska. Number one, try to get a moose on a helicopter, period. You know how big those fuckers are?
Well, one of the laws in California, I'm sure you know about it, Elihu, is it is illegal to catch grunion using anything other than your hands or a spoon.
It is illegal to shoot a whale from your car.
What's a grunion? I'm not familiar with
Okay.
that.
Have you ever seen those videos of like a whole bunch of fish that beach themselves for their mating thing a couple of times a year?
Yes, I believe I've seen that.
Yeah,
Those are
500 fish flop on the beach. You can only catch them with your hands.
Yeah, But because of that, it is illegal. You can catch them while they're doing it, but you can only use your hands or a spoon. You are not allowed to use anything else.
You can't use nets, buckets, cups. No, you gotta
Nope.
use your hand. No, yeah. You have to take one with your hand. Once you get them in your hand, then you can put them in a bucket.
Okay.
You can also use a spoon.
Yeah. Which I
Now,
never understood that part.
here's my question: at what point does a giant spoon become a shovel? Because if I have a giant spoon, does that qualify as a spoon or does that qualify as a shovel?
Is it
Come
shaped
on,
like
law,
a
you're not
spoon?
specific enough.
Is it shaped like a spoon, or is it shaped like a shovel?
Or is a shovel just is shaped like a large spoon?
Well, a shovel has two different parts to it: metal and the actual handle and the base. A spoon has one solid piece.
You haven't seen the fiberglass shovels, then, have you?
Those are just big
Yeah.
spoons.
That are one piece.
Those are just big spoons, not shovels.
I named my spear spoon. Random. Grunions are about 2 inches long. It'd be kind of hard to hunt them with a spear, no matter what size it is. Maybe one of those little cocktail spear things. You know what I mean?
That's why if you catch 10 grunions, you have yourself a nice little cocktail. And I haven't been grunion hunting.
Hello, you were
years.
roboting for me. I don't know if that was because of my connection or yours.
I heard him just fine, unless I'm coming in robot.
Okay, so was mine.
Where we go, Gato, Mr. Roboto? While the robots rule the world, the humans are dead. The humans are dead. We melted their asses. With poisonous gases.
Look at that one. It's dead.
Dead.
Humans
All right.
are dead.
Here are some stupid laws out of Texas. I'll go over real quick before I end the stream.
Jaywalking.
No, well, it might be on there, but it is completely legal for you to walk around with a gun. But if you walk around with wire cutters, it is against the law.
Okay, I did not know that.
It is illegal to eat your neighbor's garbage, but it is perfectly legal for you to eat your own garbage.
Why?
Jesus.
All right, in Texas, common law marriages start after 3 years. And it is they have made it illegal for you to do a marriage proclamation to be common law. So you can, as long as you're with somebody for 3 years cohabitating, you are legally married in Texas. But if you make an announcement saying that you're married, you have broken the law.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Wow.
Jeez.
In several Texas cities, it is illegal to walk barefoot, and you must purchase a $5 permit beforehand.
What?
It doesn't list what cities, but I think that I'm pretty sure every city is on there. El Paso has a law requiring spittoons in churches, assembly halls, hotels, banks, stores, train depots, and saloons.
Saloons, I get. Churches. Okay.
Yeah.
That's a new one for me.
Is that how they get the holy water?
It is illegal to shoot a buffalo from a balcony in Texas.
What if it's a widow's peak? Is that still a balcony?
I don't. That's a hairline. I don't know how that would work.
Huh.
In Texarkana, it is illegal to ride your horse without tail lights.
What?
It's like, all right, Patches, just be gentle with me. This is gonna hurt. Sorry, it's the law, Patches. I have to put my taillights on you.
Driving without a windshield is completely legal in Texas, but driving without windshield wipers is illegal.
Text message.
Oh man.
Do self-driving cars really need windshield wipers?
I don't think so.
I mean, yeah. Why do they come? Why do self-driving cars come with windshield wipers?
Any other-
In the town of Borger, Texas, it is illegal to throw confetti, rubber balls, or firecrackers. So it does not say, however, that firecrackers are illegal. So if you light them and keep them in your hand, it is perfectly legal. But as soon as you drop it, you've broken the law.
What if you light it balancing on a table?
I assume that would be legal, but I'm just making fun of the fact that holding it in your hand is still legal. In Port Arthur, Texas, it is illegal to fart in an elevator.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you. Passing that law.
Oh.
All right, in Mesquite, Texas, it is illegal for kids to have a, quote, unusual haircut, unquote. I'm wondering what constitutes an unusual haircut.
Yeah, because that could be a lot of things. Oh, excuse me.
On state-owned land, you are required to get a permit to get drunk.
What?
Well, shoot, I don't have my permit to get drunk, but I certainly can get high enough.
Only
You're
on
already in Denver,
state-owned
man.
land.
You're already high enough. Come on.
I just need to make this, explain this a little bit. It is only on state-owned land. So city-owned land, you can still get drunk on without a permit. But if you are on state-owned land in Texas, you need to have a permit to get drunk. Please note, it is not. You do not require a permit to drink on state land. You need a permit to get drunk.
Ah.
Okay. Can you get the permit while you're intoxicated before you get drunk?
I have
I'm
no
about to
idea.
get drunk. I'm about to get drunk. I need a permit.
Please comes into the bar. All right, everybody, whip out your permits. I need to see if you have it, and if you don't, well, it's time for a breathalyzer. Jeez. I could see them doing that.
Yeah, that's kind
There was
of fun.
what was it? There was another one that just sounds stupid, so I didn't say it. Because that one, a lot of states have this one. Paying a ticket is a guilty plea. So basically, if you get fined for a traffic ticket and you pay it off, you're admitting guilt. But
Well,
a lot of states have that one. I don't consider that one really stupid.
No.
I think it was in 2005 or 2006. Canada passed a law that saying sorry was no longer an admission of guilt since Canadians say it so much.
Okay, in Lubbock, Texas, it is illegal to drive with an arm's length of alcohol.
Hey, what if
that-
you were a delivery driver?
Sorry, hold on. That is not the stupid part. The stupid part is apparently this law also applies to alcohol in somebody else's bloodstream. So if you're a designated driver, you are required to have them sit in the back seat. You cannot have someone sit next to you in the passenger seat in Lubbock, Texas, if they're drunk.
What if it's a motorcycle or in a sidecar that's sitting next to
You
you?
would be breaking the law because they are in arm's reach.
Yeah, you're still in arm's reach from the back seats. What if you drive a small little Volvo or Prius?
Then you would be breaking the law in Lubbock, Texas.
That's why nobody has a Prius in Lubbock. Okay.
All right, we'll go on for a bit longer because I'm going to read some California dumb laws next because, some of us are Californians here. All right. Let's see. Let's read some stupid ones in California. Oh, God damn it. Stupid advertisement has to pop up first.
Well, did you know that in Denver, Colorado, it's illegal to let your neighbor borrow your vacuum?
Nope, I did not know that.
Hmm.
Okay. It is illegal for autonomous vehicles to drive over 60 miles an hour. That might just be a safety thing, so I don't think that's necessarily dumb. It is illegal for women to drive vehicles while wearing a house coat in California. In several counties, it is illegal for homeowners to have Christmas lights on their house past February 2nd. Although the fine can only go as high as $250. In Hermosa Beach, it is illegal to put salt on the highway.
Because
I guess
the
they don't want
animals,
people assaulting the highway.
yeah, because the animals will actually go on the highway. You have a lot of roadkill and accidents. That's why they don't salt in Alaska. Same reason.
That makes sense.
Yeah, they use gravel. So that's actually not a dumb law. That's actually a good law.
All right, this one's kind of interesting to read. In Los Angeles, it is not illegal to wash your neighbor's car if they have not given you their permission. So they explicitly made it not illegal to wash somebody else's car.
So no longer writing "wash me on the back windshield" is acceptable. You got to wash the car now. Wow.
In Blythe, California, you are only permitted to wear cowboy boots if you own at least 2 cows.
What?
All right, between 4 p.m. and 6 p.m., it is illegal to walk a camel down Palm Canyon Drive in Palm Springs. In Arcadia, California, peacocks always have the right of way, including driveways and all roadways.
In San Francisco, the cable car has the right of way for a streetcar if it ever comes in contact, which is impossible because the tracks are about 500 feet away from each other. Yeah, you get the cable car the right of way automatically. Come on. That's such a stupid law.
All right. It is illegal to grow oleander in Norco, California. But that kind of makes sense, at least if you know anything about oleander, because you could actually make some very toxic stuff out of oleander. In Walnut, California, it is illegal to fly a kite higher than 10 feet off the ground. In Long Beach, it is illegal to curse on a mini golf course.
God, cunt. Go in the hole, you dumb ball.
It is illegal to hunt moths under street lamps in Los Angeles.
What?
That sounds like a public service, not a...
Some of these just are not that dumb. Like, it's illegal to jump out of a moving vehicle. I mean, that just makes sense, kind of.
Yeah, because that TikTok challenge.
It is also it's illegal to drive in reverse in some areas, but again, that doesn't make sense. I mean, if you're on the road, but I can understand why it's illegal to drive backwards. Oh, in Prunedale, California, it is illegal to have more than 2 bathtubs installed in the same house.
Okay.
Sorry, I went back to the chat.
No worries.
Montana, whale hunting is illegal.
Like, yada.
I got a 2,500 mile harpoon here. Oh boy.
No. I think I'm roboting again. Am I roboting?
No, you sound fine to me.
Yeah, you're not roboting.
Okay. In Chico, California, it is illegal to bowl on the sidewalks.
Okay.
Oh, here's one for you, Elihu. Elihu, in San Francisco, it is illegal to carry bread, cakes, pastries intended for human consumption in open baskets or exposed containers.
Okay, that I never heard of. What's an open
In San
container?
Francisco, it is illegal to store anything other than automobiles in garages, but only for those in apartments and hotels.
Yes. Fire hazards. Because we are a highly congested city. They don't want any rubbish or anything.
Excuse me. In Berkeley, California, it is illegal to whistle for a lost canary before 7 a.m.
Really? What if you watch this fast? Sorry, I'm trying to watch this fast.
Here's another one for San Francisco. Walking an elephant down Market Street in San Francisco is illegal unless the elephant is on a leash.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I know that one.
And in San Francisco, any person classified as ugly may not walk down any street.
Yep. Yeah, that's still on the books, by the way.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it is still on the books. Assemblyman Haney tried to get rid of it, but it didn't really fly. It's like, it's a stupid little law. Let it stay. It's not enforced, but it's still on the books.
Yeah. And the last one, which is not that stupid, I think, depending on how it is in San Jose, but apparently in San Jose, it is illegal to own more than 2 cats or 2 dogs.
What?
That's ridiculous.
Well, maybe, I don't know. It has to do. I have no idea what the law, why it has it, but yeah. That just goes to show there are stupid laws in every state.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Gorilla's posting some more ones. In Minnesota, oral sex is illegal. It's illegal to sleep naked.
Anybody in California sleeps naked is an idiot. Earthquakes.
So if you fart in an elevator, you better shit yourself because that's not illegal.
Hashtag more cats for Yosef.
Oh, well, that's okay, random. I was just grunion is just a specific type of small fish. It's like the size of a sardine.
Yeah.
And it's not the whole state where it's illegal. It's just that city.
Hashtag more cats for Yosef. Yeah,
All
one
right.
more cat. Your wife will really appreciate you. Come on, dude. One more cat.
Maybe next time I can try to have LDG on the chat and I'll do more of the Florida man stories. Because Girl is pointing out that in Florida, it's illegal to throw a snowball at a tree. So I want LDG to make a video where he makes his own snow, rolls it into a ball, throws it at a tree, and just goes like, "Come get me, coppers."
I'm right here.
Hashtag Florida man.
All right, but I got a Geloja pretty bad. It's 3 hours, 14 minutes. Only 3 people are watching. And Bird is going to go live in like 15 minutes. So,
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go ahead and end the stream.
I got to eat, go to the store, and try to watch Bad Batch.
I'm going to try to work on that video and get it out before the end of the day. So, all right.
All right. Thanks for having me on, Mike.
See you guys next week.
Take
Later,
care.
folkses.
Later, weirdos.